Do not adjust your monitors. It is indeed Wednesday, not Thursday. Okay, now I'm talking. Perfect. So, Wednesday D&D, slightly earlier start, slightly newer day, slightly earlier finish. It's going to be crazy. Let's hope that nothing else crazy happens. As we are back on the river, or the canal, after a successful hunt. Make sure I enunciate for that one. As you went on a hunt last time round, helped out the crew, and found some beasts that were plaguing the plains. Some gnolls, some cursed beings that were dog forms, gnolls, but clearly had some humanoid features. And on magical investigation, I could see that they had been turned by some magical form, likely a curse. They were, all of them, had on them some light, not light's not the right word, just a very simple necklace, all of which had a different pewter or iron symbol in there, maybe it would have been some silver, of one of the seven sisters. So either these gnolls were clerics, or they followed the nine sisters, or maybe the people that came before them were those. So having murdered them all, bringing a body back for investigation, you got rid of it, sent the stags that were captured off to be flayed and smoked and cooked up for the evening, and ditched the gnoll body and carried on down the road. You did note that the Talons went and had a look at the body that was dumped to see what it was indeed you were getting rid of. But other than that, have kept themselves to themselves. We also had some further interrogation of people and one's own mind, as well as followed the breadcrumbs of information she is uncovering about her memory and maybe other people in the party's involvement in memories. But that was the worst bit. You now are on a nice leg. You were told that the end of today you will be stopping off at an inn, so you will get a chance to long rest properly on the first proper stop-off point. But today they expect like a nice, simple sailing route, maybe pick up some people along the way, and then, of course, finishing off with the stop at the inn. So you awake on a day. The weather is starting to turn slightly today. Looks like it's going more towards an overcast. Not that there's a storm or something imminently brewing on the horizon, but there are some less of a clear day, more of a cloudy sky, slight chill in the air. But sailing, it do be good as you head off down the river. So you have a day in front of you, again on the boats, to do what you would like to do with each other. Check in on other people, check in on the crew, check in on the Talons, but for a big portion of the day, you will be just escorting the boat on its journey. So is there anything anyone would like to do in the morning time?
May I please check, when I really carefully dumped the body on the shore, whereabouts was it that we stopped to do the hunt?
What do you mean, where? As in, was it
like
like a name?
Was it, yeah.
No. Wasn't like a named place. It was just it would have been along the riverside. So
on the route from New Monga to,
yes.
Where's the first stop that we're taking?
The first stop you're taking, there is the river or the canal splits, and there is a smaller inlet that goes out, which is towards part of Easterball. So that'd be the first named place that you're going to go to.
Easterball.
Yes, okay. Easterball is not just one town. There are like 4 or 5 towns that are all called Easterball. And I had written down, I think this one is called, did I just call it North Easterball, or did I call it Far Easterball? One of those. But essentially there is a capital, there's a central Easterball, and then there are these smaller towns that appear along the route of the canal and further out to the coast that are all called variations of Easterball. Whether it be pure or south or far or whatever it is. But yeah, it's kind of like a weird sprawling area. This is all farmlands. So once you pass through this, the reason this area is good for hunting is because it's more wildland. You have a canal that runs across to the border forest, and a canal that runs then from into New Monga, and then one that runs from New Monga down, and then all that land south of that canal is kind of like wildland. you go west all the way to Lake Morgana, but there are no. That is just wild grasslands. There are no major settlements that are known to be in there. But as you get now past this first point, so after today, the landscape will change ever so slightly because it becomes a lot more farmland. So there will be pens. The north is more pens and animal farming. And then as you get further south, it becomes more arable farming. It becomes more crops.
Cool. Could I please send a send and stone message?
You can do send a send and stone message.
Okay. Without people around, I'd like to...
You would like to secretly send...
secretly a message.
Yep.
Not necessarily from these, but I'm just because of the content. So my message is, found creatures resembling gnolls wearing necklaces of clerics in fields between Newmonger and Easterbull. Talon's aware that we killed the creature. Approaching Easterbull.
Yep.
If it's easier.
Yep, cool. Perfect. I can go with that. Thank you. You will get... you will get back a response. Why can't I find it? I can if I do this, do this, do this. You get a response back from Jackson, the person that is running the kind of sanctuary, has been given the sending stone to be your liaison, and as you relay this, he will relay back and ask if you were able to ascertain ascertain what the curse was, or where the curse had come from, and whether you got the identities of any of the these people, so they could find out maybe who they were. Obviously, you have to wait for the next day to respond. But he comes back and asks questions around, do you know what the curse was? Do you know how they got the curse? And do you know who any of them were?
Cool. And when they were searched by Cos and gang, it was just the necklaces that they didn't find anything else on them persons.
Yeah, they had no other, nothing else. They were essentially wild animals.
Cool. Thank you.
Nice. Let me... Nice, copy paste. Wackad. So you send off your send a message, get a response back, and you recognise or would have been introduced as the person that is in charge of the sanctuary part of the Brotherhood's Bastion. Jackson is the one that is in charge or has care of the sending stone at the moment.
Fabulous.
Lovely. As the ships waddle on. Anybody got anything else they would like to do this morning?
I want to wake up my band of misfits early to get some training in, which I'm sure they're not going to appreciate, but I want to work on the basis that they should be ready for any scenario. I'm taking this role of middle management far too seriously, like all middle managers.
This is good. Give me a insight check before you do training.
Oh my god, I can roll my own things again. That's 10.
10. You are correct in your assumption. They are not all essentially so up for it. Yelos is, but has a way about him. You can definitely tell though that, and I think would if possible would try and get out of training if he can. Fazar is trying to refuse or not putting the effort into train. Clearly still shook from what happened before, and the attack. Doesn't really want to pick up a sword.
I'll go easy on him, knowing that he's had a rough couple of days.
So with
I won't. I will. It will be a case of I won't try and pick up on his mistakes, and after it ends, I would take him to one side.
Okay. Yeah. So give me your attack roll.
9.
9. Okay. Clearly distracted. The lack of enthusiasm has put you off your sway somewhat. But yes, the rest of them, you don't pick up any, other than not really wanting to do too much. You don't really pick up anything else. But Fazar, it's very obvious. It's very easy to pick up on his emotion, and that is one that he does not really want to get into it. Nice. Did you want to pull him aside? So yeah, we can say you do your training, you go through, you can see his face really isn't in it. He is so obviously not wanting to do so that some of the others pick up on his lack of enthusiasm as well. When it all finishes and they all disappear off, you have time to grab Fazar.
Fazar, I can see you're not. You're not putting the effort in today.
He looks up you in holes just for a second and says, I don't want to be here. This isn't for me.
Well, I'm. That's completely fine. I'm sure if we talk to Ent, you could get dropped off at the next major town, if so be.
Yeah. I don't need the pay. I'll get off at the next stop and.
But I'll talk to him and ensure you get the pay that you've earned thus far.
That would be amazing. Thank you, Merc. But like I say, if I know I'm letting you down, but I just those things.
No.
Nothing.
It's good you've figured out that this isn't the life for you while you're young. Maybe you could become a blacksmith or a forester, woodcutter.
Yeah, carpenter. I could be. Yeah, maybe a carpenter. Either way, I'm at my way back north. But thank you for understanding, Mark. I thought I'd be more trouble.
I put my hand on his shoulder.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can see he starts to relax.
And I try and give him a reassuring smile.
Nice. I think you've reassured him enough that, he's not going to be too much. But yeah, Fazar wants to leave as soon as possible.
Okay. Do we know how far we are away from the town? Obviously, you mentioned that we're
would be
central town.
Town would be far. The inn is a day, and that would be a pit stop. So you could stop at the inn if he had enough coin to stay there for a couple of days. There should be passenger vessels coming in the opposite direction at some point that he'd be able to jump on, or he could trek from there into Eastable. So if he wants to get off, that would be probably the safest place rather than just one of the random crossings that people jump on.
I want to go speak to Ent then.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Yeah, so you can go find Ent, who is spending most of his time in a semi-state of sleep. He's very relaxed constantly, but you think he is awake a lot of the time because he seems to be smoking from his pipe always. But yeah, this guy is very relaxed with you in charge of these guys going on. Always finds his little nook, almost like the bags and the like sacks and crates he's arranged almost has like the imprint of just where he's been, because he's been in that position for many years.
So what I want to do is I want to knock on a bit of wood.
Yep.
Just kind of cough.
Yeah. As he, you see one eye open a little bit more. He says, "Oh, Merc, good to see you."
I have some news.
Yes. As he leans forward, looks in his pipe, taps out, and starts like rearranging to fill it again.
Fazar is leaving the convoy.
Oh.
However, I wanted to make sure that he was paid for the work he has done thus far.
I mean, that's very kind of you, Merc, but he is reneging on a contract. We would normally pay if they haven't completed the job.
He just needs enough to stay in an inn for a few days and purchase his transport back up north. So it doesn't have to be the full amount, just enough to set him right.
Give me a persuasion check. Persuasion.
Ah, yes, my forte. That's a nat 1 plus 0.
He sits up, puts his pipe on the top of the box that you tapped on, and just leans forward and says, I like you, Merc. You're doing a good job. I can see you're working with the lads, and I know Arlon definitely appreciates your tutelage, but a contract's a contract, and these guys all know the deals before they get on. I can't pay him out. I wouldn't be able to justify that back. We're going to have to hire someone else to get on board. We've already run into those problems. Looking at the guard force, we probably need to ramp it up a little bit, so we're going to be out of pocket more than I thought. So I like the intention, but Fazar knows the rules.
Over the table query. Would I know in character that I've completely bottled my persuasion check? That I wasn't very persuasive in the words that I was using.
Yeah, you can see that Ent is not an unkind man.
Yeah,
and that you haven't caught him in a.
I think that the reason I'm asking is basically, do I realise that there's no point trying to further take the point home and just kind of take the loss?
I think at this point you think it's probably not worth pushing on with that one.
That's fine.
But yeah, you know he's not an unkind man, and there may be a way of convincing him. You just haven't found a way of convincing him yet.
Okay, that's fine. So just out of interest, how much? Is it going to cost to replace him?
Well, it depends who we can find. We're coming up to the inn this evening, and usually there's a bunch of people that will join in this stretch today. So we'll keep an eye out for anyone that comes aboard that maybe looks like they can handle themselves. Other than that, we have to hope that at the Canalway Tavern that there are some hearty-looking folks who want to be hired. If there's plenty of them, maybe it'll be cheaper to hire. If there's not so many and we need to bulk up, it'll cost us a little more. So it'll all depend on our luck when we get to the inn.
And how much was Fazar being paid? If you don't mind me asking.
Yeah. He would tell you a couple of days, but it's cheap. How does one go? Yeah, cool. So you were on. So it's like 1 gold piece per week.
Okay, that was going to be my guess, but obviously I wanted to check.
Yeah. You were hired in on a much higher rate because you guys were rolled pretty well, but the lowest rate was pretty damn rate, and these guys are like rookies.
Okay, no, that is perfect. I will do a noble bow. No backstory for you, Kins, and then I will say my goodbyes and head back to go find Fazar.
Yeah, he gives you a nod and says, "Hey, when we pick up people today, keep a lookout. See if anyone looks like they're willing and eager to work, and maybe we'll pick one of those up."
Right, I will do my best.
Refumes the pipe, lights it back up, and reclines back, and you just see smoke start to appear up over the crates. Nice. Anybody else this morning?
I'm not done. I want to go find Fazar again, unless we're saying that's later on because there's all this chat.
No, it's fine. This is because other people might not want to do anything. So yeah, don't do as much as you want to do. So you can go.
So I want to go find Fazar again. I'll kind of knock on the cabin that he's in, I assume.
They all sleep. Everyone sleeps outside, so he'll just be sat at the front of one. You got 2 wagons, so there's lots of different points where the guys have found ways of moving the crates. So there's a sitting spot or a laying spot, or just sat with the legs over on the side of the canal. So he's just sat looking out, watching the countryside roll by.
Okay, so I want to go up to him and say, I have some bad news.
Yep. Hey, right.
I couldn't convince him to pay out the work thus far.
That's fine. That's fine.
And then I reach into my coin purse and I hand him one. I have him 1 gold,
Mm-hmm.
and I say, "This should tide you over for the immediate future."
He looks up at you. He's just like, I know I let you down. I'm really sorry. Thank you for this.
No.
And he,
when I'll tell you what. When you become a master carpenter, you can make me something nice, like a door or a window or a chair.
He looks confused first. Looks at me and goes, well, whatever you need. I'm honestly, I'm so grateful. This was a mistake. I thought I wanted this life, this adventure, and I clearly didn't. So yeah, please, come and find me, or I'll find you and I'll make you a chair.
Or something else. Those were examples. I'll leave you to pack and get your thoughts together. We should be at the inn by this evening.
You see, puts the gold piece and then starts getting ready to collect his stuff. You see the others kind of pick up that he's starting to collect and prep his pack as if you were getting ready to get off the ship, but they're not yet. So the rest of the crew kind of pick up what's going on. They're not. Then most of them are like rookies, are first timers, but it would be very obvious to see when someone's kind of packing in.
Perfect. That's me done.
Nice.
I'd like to do something else, but someone else can go first.
Okay. I want to do end up being like 3 laps of our inner boats, barges.
Yeah.
So if I'm just keeping watch. Like on the first go around, I greet people out me on the way, so I was saying hello.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I get to where Zilner is, I have a quick word with him, say, I'm going to do 2 more laps. When you see me come around on the second one, on the next one, come out into view a bit of the talons behind you. Just see if that dragonborn's still watching you. When I come round, after that, I'll see if he's still keeping an eye on you. Essentially, what I do on the 3rd lap round, I want to see if it's because the Zilner's in view. I want to see if the dragonborn's still keeping tabs on him.
Mm-hmm. Nice. So you do your lap. So you're staying within the Nimblefingers split Ember. You're just in your how far up you go and how far down you go, I suppose.
So I do like the perimeter patrol of all of the inner. Every badge it's not a talon one.
Yep.
Essentially, I'll just do a lap of those.
Yeah. So you go from first.
Just to make it look like I'm just doing some sort of general patrol, not actually.
Yeah. Cool. Nice. Give me your perception check then as you come round. Do it with advantage because you're prepping a scenario and looking multiple times.
Yeah. I rolled 2 13, so that's 16.
16. You do first lap. Do the second lap as you pass by and see Zilner's out, and then do the 3rd lap, and you keep track on each of them that go round. The talons aren't as the boat is moving. So in the moment, the whole tug convoy is moving down the middle of the canal, essentially chugging away. As you pass round, you don't see any talons really poke out. On the 3rd pass round, as you get closer to their, because you've got like the nimble fingers. So it's like a tugboat, and then the tug is at the back pushing for wagons. So you kind of are on their Wagonera, you got nimble fingers, and then you got the talons. As you pass them by the nimble fingers ones, because you're only walking between two of these things, you get very close. So on the third time round, you see one of the talons, or a couple of the talons are looking at what you're doing. So they clearly picked you up, that you maybe didn't pick them up on the second time round, and they just having an eye, but you don't see the Dragonborn one necessarily.
Okay.
But they check just what you're doing. On the third, you see as you come around the third time that they've clocked that you're just walking around, and this is the third time you've come pretty close to their cargo ship. With a 16 though on the third time round, another thing you do notice, the tugboat at the very back. So you've got nimble fingers, talons, and then there's a tugboat that's bringing up the rear, which is manned by Hank and his partners up there. You can see Hank is at the wheel and is staring. He's noticed what you're doing as well. He's staring down at you again with a bit of a furrowed brow, as he has noticed. He is perceptive enough and noticed that you've done 3 loops as well.
Okay.
But you kind of clock him as well. He's clocked you, you've clocked him, but he the same as the talons have just been like, what are you doing? But you don't see, even with Zilna in sight, you don't see the Dragonborn out. It's not like they are keeping eyes on Zilna at all times, but you are also moving, so there's very little chance for people to disappear whilst the boats are moving.
Okay.
Willow?
Can I say that later in the afternoon, when Gimbar has done his patrols and one of us is with Philomena at all times, when he's back to stroke her beard or whatever they get up to, these dwarves, I'd like to go and find Cos. And just say to him, hello, seeing as we're best friends, I've got a question for you. Just that during the hunt, and I'll try and find a quiet place to say it. During the hunt, I understand that the gnolls, they had those necklaces on them. One of the necklaces had my god Morgana. Do you mind if I just look at the other 3 to see? I understand there's 4, just to see what the gods were. I don't want to take them, I just want to have a look.
Well, if you had got off the boat to help, you would have seen up close, but fine.
At what point do I have to start rolling to make sure I don't break my oath in anger?
Oh, now you want to roll to not break your oath. Before it was the worst thing we could have done. Now you're asking for it.
Thank you. So could I get the gods or the symbols of the other 3 from the 9 sisters, please? Because one was a bird for Morgana, and then the other 3. If you don't have it right now, it's fine, because it'll be for my send-in stone tomorrow anyway.
You gave it to you, didn't you say you gave it to him?
Yeah,
He let me see.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so the 3... I can't remember which one it was. It was a like a wheat sheaf, a bird, and the other one...
What's the bird called, John?
No, I got
Yeah.
They bring up birds. So yeah, you would know these anyway. So looking at them, you know that one is for Morgana. One was for Clementine, who is farming and food, which is the wheat sheaf. One was, I think, a sun. Did I say sun? If not, I said sun, doesn't matter. Which is Sirocco, which is sun, sea, and wind. And then one was for Teresa, which is the goddess of weather. So, but you can see that they are the standard symbols that you have seen on a lot, or especially in the south when you were younger, would have been on all the clerics. You could have like a favorite, but lots of people sort of like prayed to all of the gods. The idea was that depending on what you needed, is who you prayed to, right? So yeah, when it's coming around to springtime, it's the spring gods. That's where all the festivals lie. But yeah, as soon as you see them, you recognize them straight away. But these are, they are given as like entry level gifts, like your first crucifix will be given to you. But yeah, on entering, they are given one or get to pick one, and that's what a lot of low level clerics hold and likely keep all the way through their careers, their lives.
Wonderful, thank you. I give them back to Cos. Thank you, so helpful.
I grunt.
So helpful.
And then I'll just go back to Wilhelmina. That's what I wanted to do. Thank you.
Nice. So the morning was on. Not necessarily a beautiful sunny morning, but a clear morning nonetheless as you make it and start to see the landscape starting to turn out in the distance. If you look out towards the east, you can start to see pastures coming in. You can start to see some more domesticated animals on the horizon as you are entering the lands of Eastable, the farming lands of the south. And you hear a call go out from Roger, who is the front tug operator, as he calls back, rings a bell, and you hear, those of you who are closer, hear Ian reply back, gives a call out as they start to slow. You hear them slowing the engine somewhat, as what they're calling out for is they can see there's a group of people that want to jump on board. So there are different points along here, and this is what they kind of explained this to you before, but there are points where people will queue, a bit like a bus stop, but like that there are not a big, it's not a big sign that says canal stop, please wait here. But people will flag down the canal boat, they'll slow down, one of the tugs will move slightly over to the side, and then a few of the tug crew will jump off and grab these people in, and the tugboat crew will take fares from people to carry them a certain distance. Not a lot at all. It's a couple of silver, a couple of copper to move up and down. But you see there is a group of about 5 people, once you get the call and look out, that you can see that are waiting up on the side, waiting to jump on the boat. So the ship slows down. Or the ship slows down. They're going pretty slow anyway, but they slow all the way down. And yeah, you can see as they come over, you see the kind of lackeys, the non-drivers, all run up. You see them all moving about, jump off. They grab people's luggage, throw it on board, pull people over one at a time and move them on. As you see these 5 people join the ship. They will be joining towards the front, but past the Talon bit. So it'd be from Roger's tugboat back, so right into where you guys are all set up. So you see these people coming on board, each of them as they come in. Can you, as they all come on board, give me a check of some sort that I've forgotten? Did I want it to be? Can you give me insight checks, please? Those of you that would be paying attention to those joining the ship. This is you gaining a feel for who these people might be and what their journey might be without asking them the question.
7.
9. I'm looking for people that can help the boat. I know we're doing that at the inn, but also just in case there's anyone we can try and nab.
14.
I was shy of 7.
19.
I can't see what mine was because my D&D Beyond has decided to break.
Can't see yours either.
Okay, he must not have rolled then. Let's try again. Oh no, wait.
Oh, it's just come up to 3.
That's worth the wait.
Jesus. So who even got above 10? Pell got 19.
I got 14.
You got 14. That was it. 2 rolls above 10.
Yep.
You guys are absolutely smashing it. So, Gimba.
I'm exhausted, so still.
True.
-3.
Still only beat you at 9 though, didn't you get 7?
Yes.
So Gimba, you notice of these people coming on that there are a couple of humans, there is a gnome, and there is a creature that you have heard of but not seen before, a Firbolg. They are descendants again from giants, but do not look like Goliaths. So they are large in stature, but from what you have been told, are known to be great farmers and very peaceful beings. So you have a Firbolg, 3 humans, and a gnome that all jump on board. You notice as they're all jumping on, and you kind of just keeping an eye on who might be coming aboard, knowing Wilhelmina said, look, it's on the road, we've got to keep our eyes open. you see that the gnome is... Everyone else is kind of like getting on board and having a look what's around. The gnome does not take their eyes off one of the humans. They are like tracking this human as a couple. They're almost looks like tailing. You can see that one of the humans, let's say that human's getting on second. She's like third or fourth, fourth or fifth at the back, but keeping an eye on where it goes. And when they all get on a move around, she gets to a position where she can keep an eye on this. And it's a female gnome, sorry. Where she can keep an eye on this human. That's a 10. That's what you see. With a 19, Peril, as you are watching from a bit further back, no interest in kind of like, you don't have to help these guys out. You get to see everyone's come in and track what's going on. You clock that the gnome, whilst watching the human, also makes an effort to clock, kind of trying to be secretly, you pick it up, the other people on board, both Talons and your party, that they are looking and categorizing everybody that's on this boat. So you can see that, yeah, this gnome that's jumped on board is like eyes on. They're doing a very good job of just blending in and moving around. The rest of you don't see them. The rest of you just see 5 travelers getting on, a couple of humans, mainly those of you that have not been down this far before, maybe would not have seen a furbolg before, not very well traveled creatures. So yeah, seeing that maybe is the surprise or the exciting part of these. But yeah, you notice this gnome jump on, and Peril, you see that this gnome is very inquisitive, shall we say, is very keen to track everybody that is already aboard the ship. But they will join. They either take usually take place on one of the tugs. The tugs themselves have rooms downstairs, a very small room downstairs. Think of it like a waiting hall type thing. It's just a door with a couple of benches inside where the guys will keep some of their stores. They work. The 2 that work on the tug work on the top floor, because that's where they steer from, so they can see out from there. But these passengers will not go on your wagons. They tend to stay on the tugs and tend to stay close. So they kind of separate themselves and split themselves up across the journey as you make it. But they all settle on. Ship doesn't stop. The caravan doesn't stop. Pick them all up. You see them all give the tugboat crew independent bits of coin, get their bags settled, settle their stuff down, and then away you go. Yeah, back up the speed and pull out.
Did I notice which human the gnome was keeping eyes on?
Yes, you notice. Yeah, the human doesn't. As you can pick them out because they are maybe a little bit more covered than the others. What's the best way of describing this without making it sound weird? This is because I was playing bloody the Star Wars thing. They look a bit like a Jedi. They've got like a big brown cloak on, which they have up when they come on. So they are covered. Maybe they are trying to cover their face. They have a big, nondescript, non-colorful brown coat that looks like it's very weather tight coat, like very good for traveling, for keeping you warm, for keeping you dry. But it is pulled up, and it does separate them slightly then when you look at the rest of the people that seem to be only on for a short trip and aren't dressed as such. So it's easy to spot who this person is, but because of that, you don't get a great sight of them other than their face.
What he's wearing looks different to the other humans.
Only inside that he looks like he's on a journey and has he looks like a traveler. That sort of coat. That is like a wanderer's coat. It's like I spend a lot of time outdoors and a lot of time traveling around coat, where the rest of them look like they are packed for lighter travel. They are expected to spend a day on the ship, 2 days max on the ship, before getting off, maybe even less than a day on the ship, for how they're dressed.
Yeah.
But you can pick them up anyway. So they join. They all separate out across their the different tugboat ships, get their stuff all set up in their bags, any bags they might have brought set, and then tugboat pulls out, carries on. They seem to know the deal, that they don't go on your wagons, they don't go on the different carts because it's not theirs. They stick with their tugboat crew. and away you go down the river. So yeah, there are 5 extra people aboard the caravan. Food is shared. Some of the smoked meat gets brought out a little bit from the stags that were caught the night or the day before. As lunchtime pass, and you go into the afternoon and towards the evening, where you will be making your way towards the inn. Does anyone want to do anything this afternoon?
No.
I think I would just sort of repeat what I did this morning, but without trying to perceive anything. Just make it look like I'm doing regular rounds of chores.
Yep. Just look like you're a...
Like, is it about patrolling as well as getting exercise?
Yeah.
Because we're stuck on boats.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That is... Yeah, that's easy enough to do. Yeah, you just look like you're an enthusiastic guard. So you do the same thing, and yet you don't get stopped, you don't get anything else. You do pass by because of the way that the tugboat's set up. You do pass by some of these people. But yeah, that's easy enough to do. Anybody else?
No.
Nice. So you carry on in through the rest of the afternoon. The boat carries on much later into the evening than it has before. You know that by just the sun in the sky as it is trying to make it to the canal side in. There's on 2 different pages. For the life of me, I can never find them. The Canal Way Tavern. So yeah, day passes. Nothing to note. People milling about. You can hear some of the people that have joined having conversations. Fairball kind of keeps himself to himself. And as the light starts to leave, you hear another bell go out from the front as the caravan is now making its way towards, and you start to see the lights appear as it pulls over to the left-hand side, starts to dock itself up alongside the canal, and pulls in just before the canal kind of splits and would turn eastbound. And on the corner of that junction is a fairly decent size. Look from afar, you can't quite get the scale of this thing because it just looks like a white stone square box. And you can see some windows in there that look kind of small, but as you get closer, you realize that this is just a very, very large white stone box. It just looks like a big square inn, very shallow thatched roof, and it is positioned on the foundation where you can see that this canal has made a turn and kinks in this direction here because the groundwork underneath is stone, and it's been built on that stone foundation. A bit like where you would normally build a castle or fort, but they've built a big old stone inn. And the crew start to pull it along to the side, and yeah, you are presented with some dim light shining off the white sides of this big canal way tavern. As you can all jump off, you are all welcome to go and stay in the inn, as the tugboat keepers are saying. They will leave their crews aboard if need be, but they understand if people want to stay and sleep aboard the ship as they would normally. But they do say that there are rooms to purchase here in the Canalway Tavern if you would like. It is also a tavern, so therefore it's cooked food and drinks to be bought here as well.
I just reckon that I'd tell the others about the new travellers.
Oh, what you've seen?
Those that didn't perceive. As
Yep.
I'd gone on to my afternoon patrol, just saying, we've got some new travellers, 3 humans, a gnome, specifically female gnome when I speak to Zilna.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Right.
and a Fairbog.
Okay. Yeah. So.
And also that the gnomes keeping eyes on the Jedi-looking human.
Yep. I know.
Keeping eyes on the Jedi.
I really wanted to find a different. My head was just like, it's kind of like that.
No offense, I go, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not doddering sorcerer that's been mistaken.
Hi there, I'm lost. No, it's not. But yeah, that's the way they look like a traveler. Nice. So you make your way. Oh well, that's a lot of the people that were on here for the day all leave off. You can see the human leaves. You can see actually for the first time you see that some of the talons also leave to go to the inn, and probably over half of the occupants jot off from here.
The talons leave at the back. The ones that haven't left at all.
Some of them do. Half, I would say, like half the crew leaves to go into the talon, so they don't. They
Just
leave
the Dragonborn
stuff on them.
leave. Or
Give
can I
me-
check to see if the Dragonborn.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Perception +2 because of exhaustion will be 12.
12. You try to track and see if they jump on there. You see that those talons at the back all cloak and hood up. They go in, grab their coats if those are going in. You think maybe the Dragonborn's part of them, but you can't be 100% sure. You know you could be if you could see some talon. But you track at least that some of them leave that back boat. So yeah, looks like about half the crews go. Peril/Terry. Most of the barbarians want to go in and get drunk. So they kind of look to you to see if you are staying behind or not, because they would like to go. But Yilda is very keen. At least one of them stays and doesn't get too wasted because they've got to look after the cargo.
I was going to go in, but if they all want to go get drunk, I'll stay and look after the stuff.
They 100% will want to go and get drunk, but yeah, you can definitely say you want to go in as well, and you'll pick up a shift later on or whatever else you want to do. So it's up to you what you want to do. They say one of them's going to stop. They're going to want to stop. They will look to you as the wild card. But yeah, if you say you want to go in, I'm sure you will just keep one of the other ones outside instead.
Okay, yeah, I'll go in because I kind of want to get a full night's rest.
Yeah. You also aren't the strongest, so it wouldn't. I mean, whilst they want you to go there, it doesn't make sense to not just leave the barbarian.
Yeah.
In most instances. Cool.
So yeah, I'll probably go in and I'll just go find somewhere to sit where I can watch everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And order some food and get maybe a glass of wine or something.
Are you sat in a dark corner with your hood up?
Oh yeah.
Goes in. Every single call has already been taken by someone with the exact same plan.
Yeah.
Everybody in this
Funny enough,
tavern
the
is
Jedi
watching everybody else. Yeah. So you you can go in.
It's what people watch.
Yeah, which is easy enough to do. This tavern is so the tavern part of this huge building makes up half of the ground floor, and it is probably one of the larger taverns you've been in terms of just like big square open space. It feels a little bit like the one you dotted into in Newmonger, that it's huge and must be empty a hell of a lot of the time, but then when these caravans come in, it fills up quick. With half the crews coming in here, how many would it be? 5? Maybe it would be the biggest. It would be near the biggest because the one you saw in the other one in Newmonger, the big long pile, would have been way bigger. But the space it takes up, with this size caravan, you can see that half of the crew coming off do a pretty good job of filling like half, 3/4 of this here. So it has decent capacity. And tables get picked up pretty quickly by crews that dropping in there. Beers start getting ordered, food starts getting cooked up. You can hear they get a call ahead that there's canal boats on the way, so you can smell that food has been cooking for a while anyway. That roasts have been on. But yeah, you can definitely find. Your problem with finding a table on your own will be that there's lots of people and there's no way that everyone can get a table on their own. So people will be either stealing chairs or bunking onto tables with people because there's only enough space for so many people.
Yeah, nice.
That's fine. You can go in, and also you're going in with most of your crew anyway. So they will. You can see after they all moan when you see you're going to go in. Yilda makes Mock, Davik, and Claude do 3-way rock paper scissors to see who ends up staying. Claude, the human, is the one that loses and ends up staying behind. Sulks about it, but it means Mock, the orc, Davik, yourself, and Yilda go in for drinks. So the rest of you see, different parts of these crews all jumping off and going to the pub. Who else is going in or staying behind?
I'll go in because I'm fucked.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be wherever Villamina is.
You said before, Herb, that we could carry the boxes
Yeah, you can
for
carry the chest if
Wilhelmina's
you want.
stuff, right?
I
So
think
we
Wilhelmina
could
will tell
take him
you
in if
guys.
she wanted
Yeah, I
to.
think Wilhelmina will be like, I ain't staying outside one more night. If there's a place to stay inside, grab those chests. We're going inside, and she will go in and pay handsomely behind the bar to get a private table for you three.
VIP, like a booth.
Yeah, yeah, just like bottle service, baby. But yeah, your food and board was included. Wilhelmina takes that up beyond because she doesn't want to have to stay outside again. So she is like, you grab those crates, you go inside, and she makes sure that she gets a good table. That just means de facto you guys get a good table because she's not going to sit on her own.
Fantastic.
I would imagine we would instruct a couple of the gnomes from our party to stay with the boxes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you've got good. So Kedri isn't a big drinker anyway, so he will elect to stay out with some of the guys to start with, and let those that want to go in, enjoy a night's rest. He doesn't mind so much staying outside. So yeah, him and a few of the others will stay outside. You've got a couple of those. You also got a couple of like orcs, and half orcs and humans.
Just
Oh,
out of interest, could I get a full night's rest? A full long rest outside?
Yeah. I would say this whole area would be deemed long rest safe.
Okay, I'll go in for the moment.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, there's loads of rooms. So that's the original point. Is the bottom ground floor is only half of it is a tavern, the other half is rooms, and upstairs is rooms. So you get the feeling there are a lot of dorms, there are a lot of bunks, there is availability to sleep a lot of people in this tavern, if needs be. Cool. So Kos and Zilna go in, Wilhelmina, Willow and Gimbar are in, Peril's gone in, Merc / Merrin.
I'm gonna stay behind, but I'm gonna say to the whippersnappers, I'm gonna come up with new names for them every single time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say to the whippersnappers, go have fun.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You
and similar. My decision was going to be based on what you said to Weaver's question, that we can. This counts as safe, so I can actually get a proper long rest.
Yeah, you get long rest if you want to stay outside. You also know that this is that your disguise must be getting pretty worn now because you are still make-upped up. So you can take this time to re-roll a disguise check.
Yes.
To give yourself a new DC for hiding the fact that you are.
What is it?
Indeed, not a drow. It was, I think Willow
Deception.
did it for you last time. Yes, it's deception, but you don't have you have proficiency with the kit, so it would just be a deception.
6.
Check. 6. Without Willow's steady hand, you fear in the dark on the boat that you've done as best job as you can. Ent will go with the guys in to get them some beers. He'll grab Arlon. Fazar, as they all get off, he kind of waits behind and offers his hand up to shake your hand. Just shakes your hand and says, "Thank you, Merc. I appreciate everything you've done for me. I hope our paths cross in the future."
I shake his hand.
And Fazar will.
But like shake the hand where you put 2 hands on it.
Oh yeah, okay.
Well, like you shake one hand, then you put your other hand.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Good. Yeah. For some reason, I thought you were going to go for like limp wrist handshake, and I thought, don't do that.
No, that seems like that would be an art thing.
Exactly.
And
You see my fear was here. Nice. So yeah, you are outside. You can hear what's going on inside. You can keep watch. You know that there are others still here. At least one of the tug crew from each of the boats are staying as well, or maybe like half of the crew in total. So they will rotate between and just keep an eye on. But they clearly feel within this remit that they are safer. Half the Talon crews would have left as well. So as you are in this inn, those of you that make your way inside the inn, it's quite full. There are Talons mixed in with those that are traveling, those that are just staying here anyway, and of course yourselves that are mixed about. And you will all able to get drinks and food and have an evening of entertainment. I know some people want to sit down and watch out for people. So this is your chance to either listen to conversations, have conversations with people you haven't had before, or keep eye out for certain things for those of you that are inside. Of course, those that just want food and drink, we will just that will just be done. So that's fair enough. But yeah, as you're all in and have your different areas paid off, you can see between yourselves where you all are inside this inn. It's not big enough that you'd lose sight of each other, but there's just a lot of people mingling around.
Can I retcon something quickly?
Oh, yes.
When I say to the kids, go have some fun, can I also mention that one of them should bring me back some food?
Yes, yeah. Yeah, and says he'll bring you out some, whatever they're cooking, but wherever it smells good. So yeah, there's some animal being roasted. Lovely. So as you are in, looking around, I'll let you guys think about what it is you want to pick up on or check out, if there is anything, whilst you have a nice respite inside a building for once. You do notice a group that are making the rounds between the merchants or the people that are they get pushed away by the Talon groups, and that kind of brings your attention to them, as there is a group of 4. I can find any of the things. There are a group of 4 whatever, adventurers, party, guards. They look lightly armed, but they are wearing incredibly it's like flamboyant, maybe the wrong word. All of their gear has like a little pizzazz to it. Their leather armor is like got imprinting on it. There is like there are definitely tassels on like the gambesons and stuff. There is a bit of pizzazz about these guys here as they move between the groups. And as you hear one of the Talon groups kind of tell them to fuck off, and they move up to the next one, you see that they bump into Ent and start regaling with stories. It doesn't take long before you hear each of them are like, they're telling this story of something. You hear them talking about slaying some things and getting into these fights, and all 4 of them are chipping in here and there. And you hear Ent laughing away at some of these story going on, and the rest of the newbies having a great time being entertained by these rather flamboyant guards that are making their rounds inside the pub. But the rest of you are there. So you have your table with Wilhelmina, as she's doing the same thing that Peril kind of wants to do, is keep an eye out and having a look around. She will point those guys out to you two as well, Gimbar and Willow, and just says, I don't think those, they don't look like your normal adventurers. A little bit more, they look a little city to me.
Yeah.
Yes.
If they come over here,
Mm-hmm.
we'll keep an eye.
Yep.
Because who knows what sort of sleight of hand nonsense these sort of fellas are going to be doing.
Keep an eye. You can see at the moment, now they've bumped into Ent, and they seem to be hitting off with him. He's enjoying their company. That they seem, for now, he's going to have them for 20 minutes, half an hour at least.
When you say city boys, Philomena, just city in general, or do they remind you of a certain place?
Oh.
She said city boys, right?
Yeah.
That was it.
That's just in general. Look, there's a certain type of fellow that has never seen the outdoors for too long. They tend to wear colours that don't like being muddied. City boys, pretty boys, you know. Probably no dirt under their fingernails. Not saying that's a bad thing. Not saying that's a bad thing. Just unusual in these parts.
Particularly if they're dressed as if they are adventurers.
Yeah, maybe they're lost. But she looks up to
Do they look?
Well, that dwarf's having a fun time though.
Do they look like they would drink, I don't know, like 10 years ago in a really posh snooty bar in the Scholar's Crown? Like that sort of thing.
No, not
posh.
that. Not posh. More prettied.
Okay.
Peacocks.
Peacocks, maybe it's a better way. Yeah.
Okie doke.
But yeah, you can hear that they are. They are telling tales loudly, and the tales that we shall call the tales Zagaresque.
And we can hear the sort of things they're talking about.
They're
being quite
not
loud
making. Yeah, they are clearly being loud and trying to be
Performing.
entertained.
So they're embellishing stockbroker types.
One of them looked like 3 kobolds in a trench coat.
They all have musical instruments there. Yeah, you can see that as they move around, the Talons had no interest in mixing with them. But yeah, as they hit onto and the crew of rookies, they have found someone that is interested in listening to their stories. At least.
Can I listen
well-
through if they say anything about when they're saying about slaying things?
Yep.
Just make a mental note of the things that they're saying that they have slain.
You can give me a perception listening check.
Ugh. Only an 8.
8. You can't quite pick out anyone. It almost as if they don't go into enough detail for it to be picked up on. Like there's key detail. There must be key details missing because you're never able to pick up a place, an action, and a person all together in one. You get 2 of them, and then the third one seems to be missing, and then they're on to another story.
Okay.
I think I'd be half keeping an eye out on anyone overly being watching us.
Yeah.
But also want to keep a lookout for the gnome and the human and see if she's still keeping close tabs on him.
Yep. Give me a perception check.
14.
14. You find the gnome first, and you can see the reason you catch the gnome with a 14 is because you catch the gnome looking at you, and again can see that the gnome has placed themselves perfectly up near the bar where they have like a 180 degree view. They're not worried about the barman behind, but they can see kind of everything that's happening out in front. And as you catch them, they catch you, and she kind of looks away and moves around again. On waiting and following her eye, you struggle to spot the human at first, but with the 14, you do spot what you think must have been the human because obviously the hood is off, the coat is off inside the tavern. But there is someone that, whilst that hood is down, is sat on a table with the Talons. They are over on the far side on a table with a group that you do not recognize to be anyone from the parties that you are with, so therefore must be.
Do I get a glimpse of what it looks like now, or is he too sort of hidden to?
No, yeah, he took the hood down, so you have a much better look at him. Yeah, so he is a human. Oh god, one day I'll learn how to organize my notes. Looks to be late 20s, early 30s. Not super green behind the ears, but it's still quite young. Has flattened brown hair. Nothing about their appearance gives anything looks any different to you, and has like a very short stubble coming through. Looks very very clean. No scars, no rough, no blemishes, no no skin that has been had the cold or the weather or anything. They look pretty fresh.
So he's dressed like a wanderer, but his bodily features don't seem to give that impression.
Yeah, it's definitely not like a homeless person. Not someone that's been out traveling for a very long time, where you'd expect to see like the cheeks have almost all consistently blemished because they're always outside and having the cold winds and stuff. They look fairly fresh and seem to be in conversation with Talons at that table. Normal conversation, sharing drinks.
I pass that information on to Willow. That seeing the gnome that was keeping an eye on the human when they came on board, looking over our way, and then Now she's back to watching him, and I kind of slyly point her eyes in the direction of the human, saying, "Looks like you might be sitting with the Talons, because don't know about you, but I don't recognise them from anyone on any of the other boats." So she's watching us, and somebody's with the Talons at the same time.
Sweet. Anyone else this eve?
I'll be keeping an eye out for both. I think both the Dragonborn and the gnome. Just from what Gimbar said to me before. But yes, mostly looking out for the Dragonborn. But yeah,
Give me a perception check.
fucking hell, my roll's been bad today. That's a 6.
6. You give me an insight check.
Well, that's much better. That's a 19.
19. You struggle as you're looking around, trying to pick out people in a busy tavern and work out who is where and is anyone watching you. Not your forte, no skill set. You aren't good at hiding it either. As you're looking around, you're like up, looking, being quite obvious. You, on a 19 insight, can't shake though the feeling that you are still being watched, and more than that feeling is making you uncomfortable, but internalizing it more. If that Dragonborn is watching you, why are they watching you? What is their next move? How dangerous is it if they know who you are? That's what you can't see. You haven't picked them out. You can't help but feel like you're being watched. And as that insight check kind of rolls through your mind, they're the questions that keep cycling. Like, if they know it, how long before it goes bad? Do they all know? Is it just one that knows? Are they sure? Are they not sure? If they were sure, why haven't they jumped and done anything about it yet? Who are they? How do they know? Like, there's just so many questions. But as you trace all the paths, like, all of them lead back to, like, how much of a problem is it if one of the Talons knows who you are and recognizes you from somewhere? And since you've been on this land, you haven't been to very many places for you to be recognized from. Not with Dragonborn.
That's very true. Yes.
So you lead into that. As you are pontificating on those and almost like slump into like, oh shit, that's a lot to think about, you look up and catch eyes with the gnome, and rolling that insight check on, that gnome knows you. That gnome has a look. You don't know that gnome. It's a younger gnome, much younger gnome.
Okay.
Younger female.
I rolled a 4 on my insight check.
Oh, I was going to roll the 19 on just to be kind because your dice are shit.
Oh, okay.
That's fine. You don't know. You don't recognize her from looking at her. You look up and see recognition in her face as she looks at you. So this gnome knows you, or recognizes you, but this is a young gnome. This isn't someone you would have maybe bumped into, maybe, I don't know, but when you would have bumped into would have been a lot younger. But yeah, as quick as you catch eyes, she kind of looks away, but you spot that recognition on her face that she knows who you are.
Okay.
Cool. Drinks are served, food is served. Ent grabs a big old plate of food after a couple of beers, remembering midway or at the end of one of the stories that he was indeed supposed to take Merkin some food. Oh, someone's at my door. And there's no one in my house. Give me 1 second. Do we take a pee break here?
Yeah.
Let's take a pee break here.
Yeah.
Already went for away, sorry about.
Oh, isn't it?
Right.
So his house haunted? Is that what he said?
No. Somebody's at the door.
Oh.
think you said it's Mrs. Herb.
It sounded like someone was speaking in the background, so I got very confused.
It was the ring doorbell, I think.
Yeah, it was my ring doorbell. Yeah, Mrs. Herb was there anyway, so it's fine. But we'll take a pee break now and then we'll come back.
Sorry, Will, I really needed a wee.
So she knows you, Hayward. Or Zilna. Has James gone?
Probably. No music in our way.
I kind of regret doing the art thing that I used to do where I didn't go to things, but here I'm like, oh, I'm going to be the responsible adult. Oh, shit, I'm missing all this backstory. And obviously no one else on my boat, so they're not going to tell me what's going on unless I like bump into them and be like, hey, what did I miss?
Your boat's next to our boat, though, isn't it? You're just the other side of Zilna and Cox.
Yeah, I suppose. Do you know message?
No, but you could also just say to them, you're just going for a quick walk and we can update you. Because we would have spoken it when we all go as a group in the camp thing. If you want to say that you come to one of us, I can just say that I update you on what we saw in the tavern if you want. Just so that you're not left out of story.
Using message probably isn't the best idea with Talon's about.
I've been using it lots.
Uh-oh.
Doesn't mean it's been a good idea. Yeah, but if you want, just say that Merrin's not out of the loop with potentially dangerous stuff. We can say we tell you if you like. Because I don't think that Ent and your little fucking scallywags are going to have the information to tell
No,
you.
they're probably just getting very drunk.
Yeah.
You can use that next week, Dan.
Scallywags.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't I already use that one?
No, what was it kind of with V, I think.
Oh, let's just get a thesaurus out of it.
So you got scallywags, ruffians, vagabonds.
No,
What's
let's
the
not.
one
Let's
that's
not.
like a cat? Not a ragdoll.
Cat.
I can't think of it.
Should
It's a breed of cat as well.
we just getting wine on Deliveroo? Fucking.
She's on holiday. Why
I
not?
know, that's what she said. She was like, oh, you got to take away. I'm not going to take. I didn't even know you were home. I just stopped.
Her takeaway is wine.
Yeah. Yeah. In the ship,
No food, just wine.
I think there was food. She was like, I ordered a sandwich for the morning. I'm like, it sounds like that you were just bulking out the wine order.
I mean, true, yeah.
How very Polish of it.
Yeah. She's like, oh, let me check my ID. I was like, fucking hell.
Did you say you got ID'd?
Yeah, when you order wine on delivery, you have to get ID, don't you? So when I get ID for a bloody Monster Loco in co-op, I'm like, I am clearly old enough for this drink. Thank you very much, madam.
I was a key to say, of course, I'm youthful.
I got ID'd for hay fever tablets the other day. I was like, what's going on? Since when do you need to have
I didn't
ID
even know
for
you could get ID'd for hay fever tablets. Then again, I haven't been ID'd
25.
since I started shaving my head. So
Yeah. No,
That's
it's the machine. The machine stops me. I don't think I got. When they look at me, they're like, okay.
see, I only buy my hay fever tablets at Lidl, so I have to go talk to people to do that.
Oh, yeah. God damn it. Apologies, yeah. So, is everybody back? Did anyone else disappear? It was a good time for
I
weeks.
think Reese is not back yet.
Okay. Reese fell in the water, got drunk and left behind. But yeah, that was scary. Who's that? Knocking on the door this time? Right, where is that? I need a better way of colour coding this because I keep losing myself. Sure. There they are. Excelente. Oh, you had a lovely Burger King. Delicious little Burger King.
What did you get? Whopper, chicken royale? What are you saying?
Just double XL bacon double cheeseburger. I just want bread.
The best one.
Bread, burger, cheese and bacon.
They still do chili cheese bites?
Yes. I didn't order any this time around, eh? And also, for some, they do where you can switch your fries out for onion rings. And they used to do, yeah, and it's quite nice for a couple of onion rings and a bacon double cheeseburger. Because the fries are just okay.
Did they still do the loaded fries?
Yeah, they're very good.
I do like the bacon cheese loaded fries.
Yeah, that's what I use. If I either don't get fries or I get bacon loaded fries. But yeah, I've become a fan of putting. They did a deal on Deliveroo with my Burger King, which is the closest. It's literally like spitting distance from my house, where you get 2 of the normal bacon double cheeseburgers, the little baby ones. 2 of those, 2 lots of chips, and 2 drinks for like a tenner. So I used to. That's when I was like, I'll switch out one of the chips for the onion rings, put the onion rings in the 2 burgers, then have the chips, and then have 2 drinks. And I was like, whoa. And then
That's good.
yeah, maybe
It's not bad for a tenner.
yeah. And then I stopped doing it, so maybe it was too good a deal. God damn it. Too good a goddamn deal. But yeah, it's so close. I guarantee it'll be here in like 15 minutes. I need that in my life.
Terry's back.
Terry's back. Right. So, Terry fell off the boat. Oh no.
Just floating down the river with a dead now.
Yeah. None of you noticed. He sat on a chair with a trapdoor. It fell through to the river and he's floated off the So, Ent grabs a plate of food after a break in one of the stories from this group and takes out a bowl just full of meats and cheeses. Always pleases. Some potatoes and some veg. Comes and finds you, Merc. And you can see Ent, when he gets you, Merc, is a little merry. His cheeks have gone... He's not like he's wobbling over, he's not pissed, but his cheeks are a little bit rosier as he comes out to you at torchlight, hands you off some food, and says, "Oh, Merc, you'll never guess what. I found the perfect people to sort the crew out. They were just passing through. They have lots of credentials. Great little fighters. They come fully armed already. So I've hired them on to help us out." Dan.
Second.
Perception, that one.
Yeah. Ent was just talking to you, but you were asleep.
Sorry, and I was
Pick up, boy.
enjoying the night sky.
He gives you your food. Tells you that he has found the
Thank you.
people to help you and has hired a crew to come on board to bolster the numbers for tomorrow.
Are they also newbies?
No, they're very experienced fighters.
Might be able to put my feet up.
Well, I think they'll be able to. You keep your crew going, and then these guys are extra protection.
Of course, and I look towards the food he's given me. What is it?
It's a medley. It's like all of the buffet in one bowl.
Okay, and I think what I want to do is I want to just kind of sit looking over the side, stand and eat and look over the side of the boat and just see if there's any weird happenings, because I know most people have gone towards the inn. Just keep an eye on things.
Yep.
Not particularly well because I'm blind in the dark, but just like
yes.
anything that looks odd, really.
Cool. He turns back and just turns back to you and says, "Good, keep an eye out, Merc. Don't strain yourself too hard." And he says, "Also, your makeup is running off a little bit, but you don't need to worry about that, boss."
Makeup?
Yeah. He says, I know.
I
you're a
like
drow. Yeah.
try and look at myself in the hilt of my sword.
Yeah. Not a great way to look.
Oh,
Don't worry. I didn't want to say anything, but if you do want to keep up that facade, then I would have another go. But you don't have to worry about that with us.
okay. Thank you for letting me know. Is it really that
It's
bad?
quite bad, yeah.
Even in this night darkness.
He just nods.
Oh dear.
So yeah. So Ent knows that you are. I have some drow heritage. at least.
He knows that I like makeup.
No,
What's wrong with that?
He can see the colour.
And doesn't judge.
He doesn't judge. He's actually saying,
Yeah.
"Don't bother if you don't want to," but he doesn't know why you're doing it. So
As long as he gets paid, he didn't care.
that's Ent's deal. Sweet. So you keep an eye out along. Give me a perception check for the.
I was going to say, do you
yeah.
want me to do a
Yeah,
check?
yeah.
For fuck's sakes. It's going to save me 2 gold. That's a nat 20 plus 4. That is 24.
Nice. 24. You are keeping watch for night. Let me. I'll come back to you on because not much happening now, but we'll keep that rolling as you keep watch for the evening as festivities happen.
Do you want me to roll a d6 as well and see if I get a 1 or a 6?
That you don't want to push your luck. Take the nat 20 and just,
okay.
yeah, because you get a 1, then I've got to deal with that. That gets pecked to death in a night. No, but yeah, you are
Is it
keeping.
by a pigeon?
Cool job.
Did you say pecked or pegged?
Peck. Oh, Claude the big human barbarians gives you a little wink.
Gives me a little wake up
It looks
call.
like He-Man. No, we'll keep that rolling. So yeah, you are keeping watch on the ship and through the evening, as because people will be coming in and coming out of the tavern, as a lot of the crews will change over. So like some of them will drink for part of the night, some will drink for the rest of them. Then at some point, some are sleeping in, some are sleeping out. Whatever it is, you have got vigilant watch over everything that comes in and comes out of the pub and enters the caravan. You've got that locked down. And the way the caravan would have parked up, because it's so many wagons, these wagons are long, is they would of kind of a bit like how they came out of the port, they will all pull up alongside each other. So the first tugboat, second tugboat will pull in. I don't think they'd go 3, they'd probably go 2, 2, 2, 2. So they try and pull themselves over as much as possible, but it's not like a 400-foot long caravan here. They do try and shorten it, so guarding is a little easier, but it does mean all the boats are a little closer.
When the boats are moving,
Yeah.
are they all connected to each other?
Yes.
Like all?
Yeah.
Like roped together?
They all rope together. Yeah, all rope together, but they do a lot of the steering with like barge poles.
Yeah.
But yeah, they are all tied up. So when they get to this point, they just like the tugs will come alongside and they'll tie the 2 tugboats together. The wagon's all tied anyway, so you have these like snakes that run off in front of them. And the flow of the canal will keep them in line. Lovely. So yeah, I'll come back to you, Merrin, as the evening will roll on. Anybody else in the pub wanting to do anything whilst there is everybody in a smaller group?
I'll just be chatting. Pel will just be chatting to the other people from his boat.
Yeah.
And just watching, just keeping an eye out for people. But again, like everyone's been doing that, so they're probably the same stuff anyway.
Yeah, give me a check on it. Give me a perception check as you're scouting out on people. You can give me perception if you want to look for something. You can give me insight if you want to try and get feel for intentions of people or kind of like judge motives. It's a little bit like looking at what people are doing versus kind of surmising if they're talking to that person, why would they be talking to that person? Is that person looking at that thing? So I'll do one or the other.
I'll go with just perception, I think. 13.
13. You have chats with Yoda. Claude is outside, so yeah, Yoda, Mock, Davik, all pretty open with you, drinking a lot as they go through it and are pretty loose-lipped about it. They will. At one point, you see you see Davik the orc coming back with the next round of drinks, and he bumps into one of the Talon tables. You notice that he isn't given. At first, there's a scowl that comes the way, and then there's a kind of an immediate calming and almost a smile that comes out from both Davik and the Talons on that table as they bunch past before, and like noticing that when you come back, just like a little prompt of like, oh, what was that? Yoda explains that the Ember Coil armaments have worked with these guys before. They know a lot of the crews. They've done work with them closely before, so they kind of get on with it. Other than that, you don't pick up much more than anyone else would have picked up moving around. But yeah, just that you saw that group of the flamboyant, the peacocks, as they bumped into the towns, they were very abruptly told to fuck off, to the point that everyone kind of, it was like a whoop, silence in the bar for a second, everyone looks over and then comes back up again. As Davik bumps into them, you're expecting the kind of same thing, like he almost would wince, and then as they turn and look, they immediately ease. They see him, he like gives them a little smile and then like, whoop, carries on walking on, and the rest of them chucks along. So there's not that confrontation between Yoda's crew and the Talons as maybe other people.
They've worked with them before in like different departments in the same company kind of thing.
Well, you know what Yoda do, so probably deliveries.
Yeah.
This is likely not the first delivery where they have been either with the Talons on it or have done it for the Talons. That you don't know. You'd have to ask more questions. But yeah, there is no animosity between them. That the crews clearly know each other, or at least that Talon crew.
Okay.
Lobbala jobbalai. Nat 20, Merrin. You spot two things on your watch. One, you see a Talon, what you assume is a Talon. When I say the word Talon, in this instance on the caravan, just to remind you all, they are not dressed as Talons, they are all dressed as just guards, but you have been on this ship enough that you know everybody you know, therefore everyone you don't know, we are assuming are Talons. So when I say Talons, that's what I mean.
Okay, yeah.
Rather than be like, oh, a guy comes out in a white car and a gold thing. Just someone comes out from the caravan that you don't recognize, so you assume to be a Talon, and confirm they are Talon because they go towards the Talon crew. You catch sight and see a Dragonborn comes out, goes to the Talon crews at the front and speaks to a couple of guys on the front there, goes to the next one, speaks to a couple of guys in the front there, and then makes his way back down past you to his encampment at the bottom, and two of the other guys go in to the tavern, so he stays behind. But you see him go all the way to the top, address a small group, walk all the way down the whole ship past you, and then jump onto his boat behind. And again, because they're all kind of lined up, it's like it'll be across from you, so you can see what happens.
So it was quite a quick conversation. Quick conversation.
Seems like they just it was like, and it was the same, about the same timing that he spoke to one person and then went to a different wagon, spoke to another person, same conversation with about the same length. So that's where you assume that something was, whatever information was passed seemed to be the same information because the conversations were almost identical in length with these two people. Then just walks past, paying you no mind. Doesn't actually catch sight of you watching.
Okay. I have an inkling of what my thoughts are on this.
Second thing you see, and you catch it only because of that 20, and you hear something that draws your eye into the wagons. You catch sight of a small figure who jumps off and away from a crate as you hear the sound of of wood snapping, of a crate being pried, and the prying fail. So whether the wood snapped or whatever it was, their tool gave way. The sound of a crate opening failing, and then you, as that kind of the sound catches you, you turn in the kind of passing moonlight and torchlight that shades. You see a smaller figure dart outside.
Okay. And which you said the opening crates? Which boat in particular?
They
Sorry?
were opening talon crates.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Small figure.
Or
I didn't
attempted.
get anything other than they were small.
Yeah, even within that 20, you heard the sound.
Okay.
And within that 20, you recognise then what it was, putting it together. But yeah, it was just like the sound of a creak, the sound of a slight snap, and as soon as the snap and you look, the shadow's gone. Like this thing moves quickly when it did. But clearly something went wrong, and it was a talon crate that was being tampered with.
Okay, perfect. I will hold that information in mind.
Lovely. So the evening passes. More drinks are had, more food is had. Crews part ways, and people start to disappear off. Some of them back to sleep either on the boats. A lot of others are taking up rooms inside the inn. Wilhelmina will pay for individual rooms for you three. So you have.
She doesn't want us 3, so we all stay together.
No, she wants her own space.
Okay, I don't
She
know that.
wants stuff to be looked after, but not to the point where she wants you in a room with her.
What about Gimba in her room with her?
No, he posted a Terry Crews GIF 2 weeks ago, and I'm still punished him for it. So
Okay, fab.
that's happening. So yeah, she basically, you guys will have a night in the inn. But yeah, so up to you guys now. Unless anyone wants to do any other checks, the night will carry on. Crews will change over hands. Some more will drink. This tavern feels like it stays open all night and all the way through because crews come through all the time. But yeah, certain people will start disappearing off after they're fed and had a couple of drinks, going to get their rest, paying for rooms for those of them that need to have rooms. Those that don't have to stay with crates. Nice. So everybody can take a long rest. Refill your activities. As at first light, bells and calls go out as you hear the sound. You hear the sound of the engines before you hear the sound of the calls as they get those big coal fires up and running again in the morning. Give them time to start generating some power as the morning comes and everyone starts returning back to the boats. The crew start moving the tugboats apart to get them back in order, and you'll be heading off again on the next day.
I'll send a message back to Jackson at first light.
Yep.
Unable to identify curse as looked like wild creatures, but necklaces were of Morgana, Clementine, Sirocco, Teresa. Behind the eyes showed they were not beasts.
Okay. Nice. They will ask you to remain vigilant and safe. This far south, you are they are unable to protect you. So just kind of another a reiterance of be safe. Don't take any risks that are not required. You are outside of our purview of control, and if clerics, a reminder here is that clerics are being hunted. Clerics are being used for something, or hunted for something, or dying somehow. Yeah, just be careful.
Fab. Any word from Brant? Does he miss me or?
No, none of that comes through. What you don't see is Brant says, "Did she identify any?" And he goes, "She got no information." He goes, walks off. But you don't know that.
I didn't see that, so
You
it
didn't
didn't
see
happen.
It happened in my head.
Not in mine.
It's like, fucking hell. No. They keep 7 stages, 25 words. Keep it very simple, passing back. But yeah, you are an agent in the far, far south, and seeing this is worrying. But also, not many people know the full extent of the Talons, what the Talons are doing in the south. So there's a fear from them that of the danger you are going into, even if things seem pretty stable for now.
Okay.
Lovely. Lovely. So the boats all get out and get moving again. Everyone back on board, all pull out in the same order. You can see the tugboats are all rearranged back the way they were, so there was no shifting in the order of the tugboats for now. All three of them were tied up and released in the same, I said four, but it's only three, in the same order. And the journey continues. Ent grabs you, Merc in the morning, and introduces you to the new crew that are here to help. They are Leary, Leree, Urish, Tuti, and Olsilki.
Leary,
Urish, Tuti, and Olsilki. Silky, but with O.
Selkie or Silky?
Silky. And she will correct and say Silky. Sorry. That is a... these are all young. Young, mid-20s, maybe early 20s. Human male is Leary. Urish is a... What do I have Urish down as? A very pretty half-orc female.
Really?
Yep.
Sorry, you can hear the sound of me clacking on the keyboard.
That's fine.
It's just so I get this noted.
Tuti is a human male. And Osilki is a female. Looks to be elven, but your looks maybe to be half elf with something else, but you can't put your finger on what the other half is.
Perfect. Thank you very much. I bow with a regal
nice.
bow.
You are returned with a regal bow and curtsy from these guys as they come in. They are very, very.
Do I know whether they do it properly?
A regal. Interesting.
Like, is it something they've seen and are copying, or is it something they know?
They are very... Your passive insight would tell you that this is something that they are used to doing.
Okay.
Whether it is to the level of the royal bow, I would say no. But it is definitely above that of a common folk. In the fact they even know to do it. Yeah. So yeah, definitely not royal, but well drilled. And they're very pleasant. As they come on board, very friendly to your youngsters, very friendly to you, very friendly to Ent. They pay him a lot of compliments as he feels now very secure in this new crew and goes back to sleep.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
I will say to them, he does this a lot.
He does do this a lot. Nice. As the journey. The boat continues on. Everyone on board. I don't remember any other changes. As everybody files back in, you get one or two new people join and leave of the group that were there before. As some people that were at the inn are going to join the ship. One or two of them jumped off from before and jumped back in. So you lose. It seems to be, as you look around, you lose a couple of the humans, and you gain an older lady and gentleman joining the place of two humans that pass out. Gnome is still on board, and you believe the other human, the Jedi human, also to be on board. Furborg also still on board. So they move on. In fact, those that were keeping tabs on the human last night, can you give me perception checks, please?
15.
15.
10.
What was that? You said 10?
Yeah, 10. Sorry.
You are closer to the top. 10, you spot the human join Peril, but lose sight of them. The reason you lose sight of them, Gimbar, with a 15, you see that the human from the night before that was talking to the Talons is on board and bunked up on the Talon wagons now. they have moved up into the front 4 carriages. So whoever that human was is now travelling with the Talons. The rest of those travellers, the rest that have come on, the Furborg and this older couple that get on, they are all staying within the tugboat on one of the actual tugs itself. But this human has now migrated into the Talon camp, which is where no one has been allowed to go thus far.
What about the gnome? Is she on one of the tugs?
Still on one of the tugs. Yeah.
Okay.
She's up with Roger and Jack on the front one, so she's closest to Peril.
Okay. I'll pass that on to her now.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the old couple? Are they on the same one as the gnome, or are they in a different tugboat with Ian or Hank?
Yeah, they'll probably go on the middle one with Ian and Ricky rather than being at the front. They're split up with the Furbolg being towards the front, so I think.
Okay. Noted on Gimbar telling me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll just say keep an eye on her. And then when we all get going, I don't want to disturb Ian when he's getting everything set up, but before I said I was like building a rapport with the tugboat people,
Mm-hmm.
I kind of go and chat to them a bit, and because the passengers are just there talking,
Mm-hmm.
I kind of say hello to them, like to in a way where it's like, oh, she's just friendly, she's chatting to the tugboat people, she's chatting to them, but just to kind of see if there's any reaction from them.
From the passengers?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Give me insight checks. An insight check for your awareness whilst.
22.
Woo! Shit, no.
I know all their deepest, darkest secrets.
No. This as you pass through and talk, you can see on this tugboat specifically that the older couple that are there, that they as you are talking to Ian and getting a feel of what's going on, that they are listening into what's going on, but seem to just be an elderly couple, and as they almost try and force their way into the conversation a little bit, just to have a chat, introduce themselves as Dardri, D-A-D-R-E, older male, and Bida. And they tell you that they have a little basket with them with some baked goods in, and that they are taking it down to Easterpool to see some of their family, and they're on like a little staycation holiday. And this is the way they like to travel, up and down the river on the old boats. But with 25, you don't
seem to be lying with that.
Pardon?
Do they seem to be lying about their trip to
No, with 25, they seem to be not lying. They seem to be on a journey, on a trip down to main Easterpool, and they've got a little basket of goods that they're taking down with them.
And they were the only 2 passengers on the tugboat.
On that one, yeah. On the top one is where the gnome and where Furborg are.
So out of the group, I've decided to insight the 2 least interesting characters.
Yes. You
Fantastic.
saw an old couple.
Wonderful. I did.
And you were like, I'm going to insight them
Excellent.
so good that you got caught in like a 45-minute conversation about
Their basket, where they got it
where they got it from, who they're going to go see in Easterpool.
Sandwich theories. Yeah. Okay. Fantastic.
Real useful information.
When I go back to Gimbar, I don't tell him everything. I'm just like, no, that we can ignore those at least.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yep.
I tried.
They are going to be there. They do tell you that they're going to be with you all the way down to the last point in Easterpool. Oh, I do have names here. So where you stayed was far. Easterpool was in the middle, and then near Easterpool is the main capital.
Great.
Right by the time. So yeah, so they're in for the journey. Give you lots of information about the Easterpools. Lovely.
Sorry, can I just check one thing?
Mhm.
I didn't notice them in the bar, but the elderly couple, were they part of the 5 people that were with the gnome and the human that got on? No, they were different. Okay,
They're
fine.
new, so they must have been staying at the inn.
Okay, and they've just got on
and they've
today.
joined onto the yeah.
Got it.
And then
Thank
2 of the humans that were on have got off in replacement. So you lost some, gained some, but you kept the Furborg and you kept the gnome and the human. La human. Lovely jubblies. Cool. So, tugboats pull off, and you carry on for a day. Again, weather not great, not stormy, not too stormy yet, but feels like it's on the precipice of something coming. But there is a wind that whips through today, makes it a little chillier. As you get into the day of travel, as you get into the farmlands of Easterwall now, you can see these big, large, and none of them are fenced off pastures, but there are cows and sheep and pigs and lots and lots of sheep roaming both sides of the fields here. As you can see that the mossy grassland, the grass is a lot shorter, clearly is being eaten by animals, and there are lots of animals grazing out here. Clearly lots of shepherd work that happens in this north area, and as part of that you hear sporadically hear the sound of like birds, the sound of large birds, eagles swooping around above, as this is an area where there is an abundance of wildlife, but fat, curated, farmed wildlife, which may be a little bit easier to catch than others. As the kind of the horn, or another one of the kind of horn blows, the bells go out from one of the cabins, and it's from the back from Hank, who just calls forward for everyone just to remain close to cover, is the call that he goes out for. So if you can find cover, remain close to cover, because there are birds of prey overhead. So I'm assuming you move. Those of you that have inclination towards animals can give me nature checks to see if you can spot what these creatures may be.
Can we do it even if we're not?
Yeah, I was going to say, what about if I am not a nature animal kind of guy?
I'm more just like, if you want to roll, roll. If you don't want to roll, I don't give a shit.
Are these
21
beasts?
These are, you don't know,
13.
do you, Rob? They could be beasts. They are animals. He said birds of prey up in the air. I told you all to get cover, which is a bit of a wild thing when some of you are like 6 foot.
Yeah, I know. It's just the
Creature.
stupid mechanic where
Yeah.
more gets added to the dice roll if they are beasts.
I know. I will tell you if you need to add more once you roll a dice. Otherwise, it's cheating.
Okay.
Got a 9.
Animal handling, 18.
Nice.
Is that animal handling or nature?
No, nature, yeah.
Oh, is it nature? In that
Yeah.
case, it's a dirty 20.
Nice. Cool.
If they're beasts, it's a 22.
They
well.
are.
I got 21 as well.
Okay, so good. A lot of you see. So yeah, the call goes out. A bit of a strange call. You are aware of hawks, eagles, maybe things much larger that would prey on animals, but like you would never duck from an eagle or something coming down. So yeah, anyone that got above 15, which I think was quite a few actually, look up to spot what these things are, these creatures that he's called for you to take cover from. You recognize them not as beasts, but as a beast-like monstrosity that is called a periton.
Hello there.
Peritons are big old eagle things with deer antlers, and that's how you spot the difference between them. And they are deadly. These things are known to attack quickly and to go for the weak spot. These things will rip your internal organs out whilst you stand to kill you. So you can see that they are like, whoa, okay, these are pretty big. Kind of rare. Also, they're not seen that often, but when they are seen, it's probably because they're hunting, because they're breeding. So those of you that got around 15 recognize these things as peritons, and I'll be like, if we have, not necessarily the most dangerous creature, but if they get you, dangerous. These are things like you would know that they have like flyby. They can swoop in, attack, swoop out. You ain't hitting them with a sword. You're going to have to hit them with something else. So those of you that rolled above that would know that information. What would you like to do? You are on a boat. with not a lot, so you can go and hide in the rooms if you'd like to hide in the rooms. You can create your own cover. But yeah, as you can see these things, as you know about them, we're going to need something. If you stand still, I'm going to kill you.
I will try and get Philomena to safest possible place.
Yep.
Find some cover for her.
Yeah.
And sort of, if it's not in the rooms per se, I'd sort of stand in front of her.
You can, you move. You can move into the little the little cabin room that's underneath the tugboat, where Dardry and Builder are, and you can put it. There's enough space for a few to cram into there. So
I guess take cover by a box or something like that.
Mm-hmm. So you want to be... So yeah, it's your choice of, do you make cover, do you try and hide yourself from these things, but stay out in the open, or do you want to take full cover? So Gimbar, Willow, and Philomena, you can make yourself inside. You'll put yourself in complete cover because you go inside the room and close the door.
Are there more rooms to go in?
There's one per of the tugboats, but to go into one of them is then where you want to go. So you can go... So you go forward. You can't go that one will be getting quite crammed. We'll try and cram it, I suppose. Or a few more you might be able to cram in there. Or you go back to the one past Talon's boat, or you go forward to the one that is past. But if you go forward, you're leaving your cargo uncovered.
I will suggest to Zilna that he go and join Willow and Gimbar where they're hiding, and then I'll duck down behind one of the crates on my boat.
Okay, cool.
I guess I will go and get on into the cabin.
I'm too happy about it.
Oh, you're primed for a bit of eating there.
Well, I mean, I could do range attacks on like other people, so it might be worth me staying out in case needed.
You will get picked up by their big claws in one swoop.
Maybe I want to go flying.
He's a fully grown gnome. He can do as he pleases.
I will go into the cabin.
Nice. Yeah. You are.
Yeah, sorry, I'm still babysitting you. So
yeah, you are the primest one for being picked up by a larger eagle that could carry away maybe a small cow.
Is it all about Kendry and that? Are they gonna?
They all. Well, some of them will go regardless of the talents. They don't give a shit about them, so they'll go to the back and try and find cover, or they'll do the same as Kos and make covers or hide underneath covers just to remove them from the sight of these beasts.
Well, I'll try and make cover instead then, I think, because knowing that I could probably be more useful than one of them would be trying to fend these off. They do swoop down.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, those you stay up will do rolls for those once we know what everyone's doing. So Peril?
Just try and find cover. Doesn't have to be full cover.
Yeah. So you
cover or something.
Yeah, you have the choice. Even with the all the rest of the barbarians, you have a tugboat in front of you where there's a furbolg already in there. A lot of them on here and this have no interest in trying to fight. Like, these are barbarians. They've got no interest in trying to fight birds that are coming down. They're also huge, but they're probably going to go try and push in and try and take cover inside this thing because they don't want to fight. So yeah, you can stay out, try and make your own cover. A lot of the barbarians are probably going to try and bum rush this tugboat and try and get into that cover just so they don't have to deal with potentially being attacked.
Yeah. Peril just outside Rider's going to be an absolute nightmare and get squashed.
Mm-hmm. Merrin, you see these big, strong barbarians go and steal a load of safe hiding. You see behind you a load of your party and these guests move into the others as these birds are starting to circle above.
I want to find a corner on the boat. I think that's my best bet. Just kind of like I don't have a shield. Just kind of like get in a defensive pose.
Mm-hmm.
Whilst I don't know what they are, they look dangerous because obviously my nature check was rubbish.
Yeah.
But they look dangerous, and as we said, they're circling. Everyone's looking a bit scared.
You see people suddenly. The call's going out for the tugboat to find cover, to like get yourself out of sight of these things, find cover, like don't that like we need to pass by and hope that they don't really see us. So that call goes out, and you can see the crew are in their covered shelters at the top of the tugboats. What are you telling your boys?
I'm going to say, listen to the instructions. Find cover. Stay out of sight.
Okay, cool. Yes, they will all go off to find cover where they can. And will, in his little nook that he has a sleep thing over, will put a big tarpaulin in the top to create a couple of space for a couple of them as they move out. As everyone starts to kind of scatter out, I suppose, as these birds circle up overhead. Can those of you that are hiding but not in complete cover give me your stealth rolls, please, individually?
Yikes, 7.
7.
Good one.
19.
So,
10.
Yep.
You're gonna be thin, boy.
Don't make me say I told you so.
You have to shout it.
I was looking out for the other gnomes because they need to get cover more than they need to get under the thing more than I do.
Nice. So, as the call goes out, the ship is moving along. Those of you take cover where you can. You hear the squawks. As I need you all to roll initiative, please.
All of us are just the ones up top.
Yeah, all of you, just in case you want to act, depending on what happens. But whilst you're in total cover, you have like a little porthole you can see through. But it's better to just have your initiative just in case.
Did those of the party that get and give out inspiration do it after the long rest we just had?
I only do it when we roll initiative, so that was going to be my next thing. That I can give it to 3.
I will use.
I already have one.
I will use my one to give to everyone. Give everyone an advantage on theirs.
Okay, so everyone has advantage.
I fucking rolled the same thing for both. What the fuck?
You had 21 with advantage.
19 with advantage.
Okay, yeah, sorry. So 21. Anyone beat 21?
Sorry, are we all getting an advantage even if...
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got a nat 20 for 23.
Oof. So again, you can intervene whenever you want. Then.
Yeah.
You just give me a shout when you want to jump in. You can jump in whenever you like.
Okay.
So yeah, you would technically be at the top. But yeah, Peril, then with 21, 20 to 15.
19.
19. Well, 15 to 10.
14.
Oof.
Also 14.
Wolf, who wants to go first?
I reckon I'm a Dexia mother
Chocolate.
stickler, but also I don't want to go first.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on.
Motherfucker. 1, 2, 3. Oh,
I got a
Godzilla.
10.
Where are you at?
10.
10.
I rolled a 7 plus 3 for my stealth, then a 7 plus 3 for my first initiative, then 7 plus 3 for my second. All the 7s in a row.
Okay. So, these.
And then can we say that anyone that needs heroic inspiration, 3 people can have it because I've done rally and cry.
Who needs it?
So who needs
Through
it?
the portal. You can do it!
Yeah.
I mean, I'll always take it if someone's giving it out.
I've got one already, so I'm good.
Yeah, I've got one as well.
Okay.
So
I
Zona,
also have
Marin. Oh,
Oh, I don't, because I mean, yeah, I don't know how it works. If I just use mine in the initiative thing as well, so can I get given another one or not? I don't know.
Yeah.
they don't stack, so if you've used yours and then
Yeah.
I've used my rally and cry afterwards, then you can get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you said the advantage before I did mine.
Yeah, I don't think it really matters on the staging of it to make it work. It's going to work either way because
Cool, thank you.
D&D wants you all to have advantage as much as possible. Doesn't want me to have advantage. Wants me to lose. Stupid game. So yeah, don't worry about that. If one of you has to use it and you can get it back from doing it, do that. It makes more sense. Ash. So, as you hear these things hawk and squawk, those of you take covers. I have your stealth checks here in front of me. That will be perception checks rolled by the Peritons on their go. You would you rolled high enough to spot there are only 2 of these Peritons up, a mating pair that are circling overneath, but on the initiative roll, they start to dive down. As they are starting to dive down, everyone takes cover. Merrin, you note from your corner as you look around, you track, call Arlon's up with Ent, the other guys are there. You see stepping out on top of the boxes with maybe a point to prove are the peacocks, who look to use this initiative to show their prowess in fights. Give me 1 second, I need to get the box.
I don't like the sound of this. This sounds dangerous.
I do, I'm inside.
What was that? Big strong protector paladin hides from fight again.
Protecting the job that she's been given, which is Philomena. Yeah,
So
I'm
she
being
cares more
paladin.
about things than people. I see.
No, I care about the person that has authority over me, which at this moment in time is Philomena. So back off.
Oh,
Or else.
feisty.
She'd be
Can't
fine
say
in the
I've
room
got
without
enough.
you.
Yeah.
We don't know
This
that
camera's
yet.
doing it. Good. I tricked this camera.
No, she's got burn
Literally.
covering her with his body.
Oh god, this is what we got.
Oh, maybe I will go outside.
Oh, it doesn't like the light of the TV. Are you kidding me? That's what the problem is. Okay. Hopefully that's going to stop doing that. Stop doing it!
Mad that the other camera's working today.
Yeah. And it's annoying because I
So
checked.
this one is an epileptic fit.
Yeah. It doesn't
So-
like. There we go.
Standing still. It's fine when you're moving it, but when
I
it's
know.
still, it just loses
It's
the
got a lot
plot.
of line in it. Sorry. It's to do with the green on these. I need to, when I'm using green, just not use it on the. I think it's the telly, and it doesn't like the telly. Because other than that, it's fine. Anyway, this is the boat. In front of this boat is another boat, but as the Peritons are circling round, yes, these 4 idiots on top of the thing. Oh my god, that's terrible. I might switch it out. Because I can't deal with that. Okay, so you find there. You find there. You find there. You're kind of fine. Oh! Why is green a baby colour?
Is it green or is it just like a focusing issue?
It's a focus issue, but only because of the green. It seems to be green. That's what I've worked. That's all I can work out. No one knows how cameras work.
Might be the hertz rate difference between TV and the camera.
But the other camera's fine on it. I've got a green mat. I could just roll it out. The Peritons are going to swoop as they are up first. As these 4 on top of the crates jump out. I've put you there, Zona, but I'll somebody go off.
I'm hiding in the bush.
Hello. Yeah, you are hiding off. I'll put you on there, but you've all got hide skills anyway. As these Peritons are circling and going to dive down. They will Gore. Oh, God, don't do this. Gore and talon attack these guys as they jump up, draw their swords. A few of them draw bows and look to defend here. You see Merc that that Ent looks up, is like amazed and confused at what these guys are doing as the Peritons dive down. They are going to roll. First attack is going to hit, as you see. The Periton dive down and absolutely smash and pound into one of these guys, knocking them prone. Just knock them prone? Oh no, it doesn't. I'm sorry, it doesn't. I lied. It looks like it should. The force at which his Periton swoops in, straight in with the claw attacks, gores into the chest. At that speed, the first attack pierces. The second 2 attacks kill this person outright. As this Periton drops straight in, claws his guy to the back, and as he's falling to the floor, rips out his heart. As one of these dudes, and then the Peryton swoops up and flies out the other side. Only gets to 30 foot up. They're flying like 30 foot diagonal, 30 foot out in their move. This camera's.
Can I shout out, idiot?
You can shout out idiot, yeah, as you're hidden. But although that will compromise your 19 stealth check.
I'll keep quiet. I do have a question.
Yep.
The flyby, how does it interact with the studied response? Because it's not an opportunity attack.
It doesn't, yeah, so it doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. So if it flied in and attacked you and then flew away, you don't get an opportunity attack.
But the studied response isn't an opportunity attack, it's just an attack with a reaction.
Yeah, but so that's fine.
When somebody else is attacked, so I can use it still on them.
Yeah. Just because it doesn't provoke, but that doesn't change anything. You shoot people across the map that have nothing to do with you.
Cool.
Yeah. Opportunity attack just means this thing can fly down, attack you, and fly away, and you don't get to hit it with an opportunity attack as you would normally. But if it hits you and you have your reaction anyway, that's you attack before it attacks you. It's a flip. Second one, it's going to fly down. Fucking hell, I've rolled even better. It's going to do, and even with standard damage, fly down and do the same thing to this dude over here. Oh, stop moving. And fly out. As you hear, these ones squawking away. They fly in, hit, grab this heart out of this person. You now hear the other two that are left, start to panic as two of their comrades have just had their very beautiful Gambelsons ruined and their hearts pulled out of their bodies. Up next is Peril. Oh my god. Great.
Realising that there's talons around, he's not going to do anything. He's going to stay hunkered down in his stealth check and wait for all this to blow over.
Nice. Yeah, you hear the screams. It's almost like from where you are, I've got coal on that one, but from where you are, like hiding in the boxes, all you're seeing is like as you peek out, as this thing swiped down, a guy, and these guys went and stood on boxes to make themselves very visible, swoops in, hits this guy to the ground. You see a heart gets ripped out of a guy as blood spurts everywhere. He blood curdly screams, and this thing flies off. You're just like, no, not my fight, man. Don't need to deal with this. As it flies off and eats the heart of man. Willow, you are up next. You hear the same thing.
Oh, goodness. In the cabin that we're in, does there happen to be like a bow or anything of ranged? There's nothing in here. I've got no ranged.
You just turn around and it says the weapons locker in the middle of the boat.
That would be really fantastic.
Yeah, no, not really.
And Wilhelmina only had 2 daggers, didn't she?
Yeah. Well, you assume so, yeah. She has them still, Okay, you didn't have to do anything, but that's you are next on the shift you can hear. But yeah, you just hear the screams of these guys as, 2 of them have just had their hearts ripped out and eaten by these creatures.
Okay. I will take my sword out and just kind of like hold it next to the door in case the door gets attacked. And then look at Gimbra and be like, I've got no ranged.
Me either.
Oh dear.
I got a couple daggers I can throw, but that's about it.
I don't think I could even throw anything. Is there a little peephole in our thing?
Yes, but the peepholes from the ground floor only look out left and right, so you can't see the guys that died, but you could see that you'd catch sight of the Peryton coming down, and then the Peryton coming up the other side with something in its claws, and then the scream of someone clearly dying.
Okay, I'm not going to do anything this round, but I think if more people die, then I'll be forced to use my sword outside. But
okay. Kos.
I'm stealthed at the moment, aren't I?
Yeah. You have a 19. So yeah, at the start, these guys are obviously very obvious targets, but when it comes down to their go, they'll get a chance to hide, and then it'll be perception checks so you can be seen. So yeah, you're currently operating on 19th stealth. I will say, from where you are and seeing and knowing that you could shout, I told you so, you can see that Zilna is in nowhere near good enough hiding spot to not be spotted by these things with a 10.
I'll move over next to Zilna if he's in range.
Yep.
And then I'll take a pot shot with my crossbow.
Okay. Where the hell did I put? Oh, you're here. Yeah. So you can sneak up out of your cover, move up next to Zilna, and take a pot there. These things will be well within the range of crossbow.
That will be an 18 to hit.
18 hits.
What's the damage? 1d6 plus 6. 10 points of crossbow damage.
10 points crossbow damage. Nice. As you fire out, hit one, you see it turns to look at where the crossbow bolt had come from.
Magnificent.
Nice. Anything else from you?
Can I attempt to hide again?
You would need to move somewhere, and then you will be able to hide. It'll be a disadvantage because you've shot this thing, it's turned and looked to where it's been shot from.
No, I moved over to Zilna on purpose, so...
Yeah. No. You can take... Well, yeah. I mean, at the moment, Zilna's check is hiding behind you.
No, that'll be the turn then, I think.
Yeah. But you've shot one of this. This thing is smart enough. It's a hunter enough to turn, see where it's been shot from, and it is now studying you, or tracking you. Merrin.
I have no idea what the hell I'm going to do.
Yeah. You are also.
I too do not have range.
You also realise you are not in good range, and you are closest and have seen two people just have their hearts ripped out by these things.
Yeah. I think what I will do first is I will cast Blade Song, which isn't a spell-ish. Just to give me the extra AC.
Yep.
Is my bonus action. Do I even have anything I can throw?
Yeah. The only other thing you without is to use your reaction to hold your action. That if something comes within range, you can hit it as it comes to hit you.
Can we do that with flyby?
Yeah, with flyby, because if you're holding action, you're just saying I'm holding action until something comes within my range, and then I'm going to attack.
Can I move up to the central box thing?
Yep.
Because obviously this guy's just seen his mates die.
Yep.
If I stand next to them,
Yep.
then we can kind of do like a shield wall style thing where it's just like I can thing and then hold a reaction to hit one if one comes near me.
Yep. Cool. So we'll give you a hand action. So you realise your cover isn't up to scratch. And then I'll mark you down as a hard action. So you just ready, you can't play song, you ready your action and study for one of these birds as it swoops round. You see one of them has had its attention pulled by Kos, but the other one is going to swoop round as it devours the heart of this man to turn back towards you guys. Zilna.
So I can see this one's looking in our direction now.
Yeah, Kos has walked up to you to get alongside and fire this crossbow. You can see one has turned its attention towards you.
I guess I have no choice but to fire my crossbow at it then.
I swim away.
Uh, 13 to hit.
13 just hits.
I did roll a 7 on the dice again, so that's the 4th time in a row I've rolled a 7.
Nice. Nice.
Oh, for fuck's sake! I rolled a 1 on the damage dice. Oh, that's 4 damage.
Oof. That came way too quick. Nice. What did you fire? Crossbow. So second crossbow comes out from that direction. This Periton is eagled in on your 2 position.
And I guess it still looks quite healthy.
It's 14 damage, not bloody.
And yeah, I don't know. There's no boxes to get behind or anything, is there, near where I am? So.
No, and you can't.
Oh yeah, I can't hide. No, so use my.
You can only hide if you've got bonus action. So you can only try and get total cover. You could move to a position where you had cover.
Yeah, I guess I try and
you
get
scoot
to
back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, if they fly over, I mean they're flying creatures, right? But at least you can step back. So yeah, Cost is in front of you, but you step out of the eye line, at least for now, of this creature. Nice. Up next is the two on top. They jumped up first and they rolled terrible initiative. They're going to. One of them is going to. Cool. Rolls to attack. Who rolled a nat 20? Go on, lad. As he's going to fire. Oh, I'm on 2 on the dice. That's not good. So yeah, the one that's stood alongside you, Merrin, turns, draws his bow, and fires and cracks into this Peryton. He celebrates mildly. You hear that he celebrates as if he's surprised that he actually hit this creature, and then looks to you and then realizes as this thing squawks back towards that, all he's done is just pissed it off a little bit more. But he did hit, which is good. They only get 1 attack. The other one, maintains as well his fear. He is also going to ready an attack alongside. Neither of them. Oh, fucking bitch. Neither of them run away through fear, but they are rolling for fear themselves. As the Perytons.
I was promised hardened mercenaries, and this is what I get. Or are these my boys?
No, these are the ones that were hired because they are hardened mercenaries. The Perytons are up next. The one that was shot by Kos is going to dive towards, as it is going to charge towards you with a gore attack. Fly down and then fly away. Kos.
I will do the studied response. Will I? Yes, I will. Why not?
Okay, cool.
Sword attack, if it's coming into range.
Nice, yeah. So it's coming into range of you, so roll your attack.
Plus 11 is dirty 20.
Dirty 20 will hit.
And that's a d8 plus 8. 7 plus 8. 15 points of sword damage.
15 points of damage. Jeez. That big hit takes it well into bloody as it gets close to you. You manage to strike at it as it is coming in for a gore on you. So as it streamlines its body for the dive, it leaves itself open to the attack. But it rolled a nat 20 on its hit. So it's going to hit you hard back. Because it travelled straight towards you in a dive, it rolls 3d8, which will get doubled. I rolled terribly. Luckily for you. Oh no, maybe not terribly. 27 points of piercing damage as it gores down, and it goes straight in and like stabs at you first before it brings up its talons to attack. So you hear it gores you, you take that damage, and then it rolls.
I am bloodied.
It then rolls its second attack, which is a 17.
That's a miss.
Miss, nice. So yeah, as your hit throws it off balance, its talons don't make purchase, and from the distance it's had to travel, it flies off in the distance around here. It will catch sight of you, Zilna, but only can get 20 foot away because it had to dive a little bit closer towards you. Doesn't matter because it's up in the air, but it's all within range anyway of your crossbows. It is heavily bleeding from that attack you hit on it. It's very, very fucked up. The other Peryton is going to dive towards you, Merrin, and the 3 up there. He's probably actually going to go for the guy that shot the arrow at because he caused the damage. But it will swoop into your range if you would like to take your attack of opportunity. Oh my god.
17?
17 hits.
Oh, do I get both my attack? No, because it's...
No, it's a held action.
Is it an attack of opportunity or is it a reaction?
No, this is a held action only lets you do the one attack.
Okay, no, that's fine.
It's because it's essentially a bit like a...
Oh. Oh, no, I can't do cantrips as reactions, can I? Because I don't have the feat.
No.
It's not a reaction anyway, it's held action.
Yeah, is your held... Yes, with held actions, but I'm assuming they're the same.
Oh.
Held actions use your reaction to hold your action. It's really fucked up.
Oh, if that's the case, then surely I just do Booming Blade.
If you're if your hand action was if you said your hand action was a blooming blade. Then
No, I didn't say that. I said an attack. So let's not try and wreck on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill us.
That is 7 points of piercing, and also I kind of want to avoid magic if possible.
Smart.
And I don't know these guys. I haven't got a rapport with them yet.
Yeah, which is good.
I don't have a oath I need to uphold.
Which is good because as it dives in, as it gores again, opens itself up a bit like Kosh. You get a good attack on it as it passes by. You do damage. It is not bloodied. I rolled another nat 20, so that is for sure killing this dude. He fires an arrow at it, hits it once. As he smiles at you, turns back. 6 seconds later, this guy is dead. His heart being ripped from his body. So you have 2 guys stood next to you now, Erin. The one that is left, just as eyes wide, staring towards you as the Peritons have gone. Peril, you are next. Same as?
He's going to stay where he is.
Cool.
Yeah, stay where he is. Don't risk it.
Willow, you hear some kerfuffle outside, and you hear another man scream as he dies.
Yeah, screaming's an issue for me. Did Gimbar go?
Gimbar is on nat 20, so Gimbar can go whenever he wants.
I'm waiting for now.
Yeah.
Okay. I just didn't want to push it. I'll look at Wilhelmina and Gimbar and say, sounds like they might need some help. Are you okay are you going to be safe if I go out and help? To her?
She looks at you and says, this isn't our fight. Once these things have eaten, they'll move on. Once they've had their fill, and it sounds like they're getting their fill.
Oh, she has authority over me, so that feels like I need to stay inside.
It's your choice. She is paying you to do a job, but she doesn't control who you are.
Isn't your oath to help people?
See, my oath has 2 parts, so protect the weak,
Well,
but
you have some
also,
weakness.
but also obey those who have authority over you. And she's saying this isn't our fight.
Oh, it's 50-50 then. So either way, you're breaking it one way or the other.
I was just out there.
Toss a coin.
Do as much good as possible without causing harm.
I mean, 3 people are dead.
That's a lot of harm.
What a drop that was. Do as much possible. But 3 people are dead.
But she doesn't know that. She can just hear screaming.
You can hear people dying. There's the scream of a man having his heart ripped out. Is very, very.
You've heard 3
distinct.
Wilhelm screams.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm going to
No,
say
worse
to
now.
Wilhelmina then.
Yep.
I know it's not our fight, but we need to protect the caravan in order to protect you.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be back. I'll shut the door behind me.
All right, Arnie. Yep. So you step out onto Zilna.
Yeah, and then I'll stand next to Zilna because I have an aura of protection.
Okay.
So he gets +3 to saving throws.
So you could. That's good. These aren't do same this, but you could stand between Zilna and get Kos and Zilna in that.
Do I want to give Kos aura protection? Probably not.
Probably not. Okay. So you stand beside.
No,
It's a 10 foot.
I will.
How far's the
because
aura?
I'm a paladin. Should have been a cleric.
How far is the
But,
thingy? Aura?
It's within 10 foot.
Okay, yeah. So that's, you can easily be there.
Cool. So you both got +3 to saving throws.
Nice. So yeah, as you step out, you can see on top of the. You can see the. Zilna's eyes would be tracking, as well as constantly come round, that this Periton is turning around and is just 20 foot out to your south, to here. And then as you look up, you can see Merrin on top of the box with another guy who is stood still. His sword is almost dropping, and then 2 bodies.
And then can I hold an action to
Yep.
attack if it sweeps down towards us then?
Yep.
Just a sword attack. Thank you.
Sweet. Koss, you're up.
What have I done? I've done damage. That one that's been attacking us is looking pretty weak.
Yeah, I'm looking well fucked up.
I haven't reloaded my crossbow, have I?
No.
Is that a bonus action or an action?
Check it.
I should remember this by now.
It's
but I-
bonus, isn't it?
Pretty sure it is, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's bonus.
I think you only have to really worry about it if you're doing multiple attacks in a turn, though, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't
Yeah, I think
it
a new
reload
turn, yeah.
as part of your action on a new turn?
Yeah, I think so.
Does it?
I'm sure I saw that somewhere. I'll double check.
D&D shorts.
Yeah, I think it's.
No.
I think that might be a thingy. What's the word? What's the word for it? Like a feat you can get that makes your crossbow do the other thing. Whereas you used to be able to just hover over the word loading and it would tell you.
Yeah, I know, it's really annoying. It doesn't do anything there.
It definitely used to. Take it as a bonus action, yeah. For now, and then we'll double check. I'm pretty sure it's bonus action because you're right. It's just you can't fire it multiple times in a round.
In that case, I will reload and take a shot at the same one I've been attacking with my crossbow.
Nice.
That is a 26 to hit.
That is gonna hit.
1d6 plus 6, 10 points of crossbow damage.
Nice. As you fire the crossbow, poof, this one falls from the sky, hits the ground, and as it hits the ground, you hear the size of this thing. It's a medium-sized creature, but it's a flying bird the size of a human male. But yeah, out
I
the
thought you were
sky.
saying the size of a cow for
No, size of a male. That'd be scary. Next time, size of a cow. One peloton down. The other, as one goes down, the other one screeches out as its partner has been murdered.
They love.
They were mating partners. I thought this one would have flown this way because it flowed through and ate the guy's heart, so it would have got front row seat to its partner's being dead. Berin.
Can I, as a free action, just take a look around and see if I see anyone within eyesight that looks like a talon?
If you see it, what, sorry?
Anyone obvious within eyesight that looks like a talon?
Yeah.
Can I?
No. Everyone's
Perfect.
hiding. Most people did what they were told and hid.
I'm going to hold a booming blade
Oh, I see what you're
attack
saying.
this time.
Yep, okay. That camera's gonna fucking... These cameras are asking to be thrown in the bin. Yep, hold a booming blade.
Do I want to do anything else? No, that's going to be it.
That's you. Zilna. You can see the other one is now in sight as well as it flew down, swooped, and come up the other side. And then you hear it, as it sees the other peloton go down, turns and sees it fall. You hear it scream out.
I guess I'll just fire another crossbow bolt into it.
Yep.
Hopefully. That's not going to hit it properly because that is a 10.
10 does not hit it as you fire towards it.
That's my go.
That is you done. Back round to the peloton, which you have just fired towards in the direction that its partner has just died in. I think this peloton is going to dive towards you, Zilna. That will bring it into your range, Willow.
That is a 12.
12 misses.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry, Zelna.
dear, oh dear.
I'm not close enough for a stunning response with my sword, am I?
Not with your sword, no. No, because
And I haven't reloaded my crossbow because I just fired it. Okay.
Roll. At least I didn't roll a nat 20. That's a 19.
So, the on mine, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that hits. I should say the loaded property says you can fire one piece of ammunition from a loading weapon when you use an action, a bonus action, or a reaction to fire it. That's all it says on loading. It doesn't say about having to reload.
Well,
So basically, if
Then
you
why
if
is
you
it a
have
thing?
yeah.
so if you have multiple attacks on a turn, you can only do one attack. So that's regardless of the number of attacks you get. You can only do one
That
attack on a turn with it.
action, it takes it. Okay.
Yeah. But it says so you can fire one piece with an action, a bonus action, or a reaction. It says. regardless.
So
of
I
number of
can
attacks
use my
when you
studied
make.
response with my crossbow.
Loading.
That's how I don't know. I mean, from reading that suggests you probably could, but
Weapons. Properties. Oh, I do have it. Loading.
Such a weird thing because it says
Yeah.
loading and then it makes no mention of actually reloading.
no,
Yeah,
exactly.
It used to, and then I think they made it easier because it was annoying and people were just ignoring the loading rules. So yeah, I think it doesn't. Okay, so that's the only way it comes in. You can fire one piece of ammunition from a loading weapon when using an action, a bonus action, or reaction to fire it, regardless of the number of attacks you can normally make. Regardless of the attack.
Yes, the only time it makes difference if you have multi attack, you can only do one attack still.
Okay, so yeah, you can on a reaction. You can.
I will use the studied response to fire the crossbow at it then. What is it again? Plus 11 is a 14.
14 hits.
Ooh. And then it is a D6 plus 8. That will be 11 points of crossbow damage.
Nice. Yeah, as it goes to gore down, sword misses, but a crossbow bolt hits in the side, takes it into bloodied. Thing is looking weak, but it does hit its attack on Zilna. It is charging at you, so it does the extra damage. So that is was much better. How funny. 22 points of piercing damage.
I am bloodied.
As it gores, and then it will go for a. Oh shit. It will go for a talent attack against you, and I rolled a nat 20. These are d4s. Oof. I rolled a 1 and a 2. 9 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Still standing?
Just about still up.
That's
About.
lucky. If the attack reduces a humanoid creature to 0 hit points, the Peloton kills the target, removing its heart. You've seen it happen 3 times.
It's not my turn, but can I call out to
That's
Zilna?
Yeah.
Go in the room next time!
As you have just feel this thing. This thing is trying to open you up. That is a very close call. Peril, you are up and hiding, and then Willow, you're up. I'm assuming Peril, you're staying hidden.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All the Peritons have gone to a different area, so you're having quite a nice time on your side of the boat. Willow, you just seen Zilna nearly die. You missed your attack on this thing.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Yeah.
Um.
Because it swoops in and swoops out, it swoops out to 30 feet away.
Okay. I'll say
wrong
to Zilna, because the door is the other side of Zilna, right?
Yeah.
I'll say to him, might be safe to go in with Gimbar and Wilhelmina. See me afters, and I'll lay on hands, and then hold an action to attack it if it swoops back down again.
Okay.
And can I hold movement or not?
No.
As part of my hold action, no. I can't move after I. Okay, cool.
No, you can move first.
No, it's fine.
Cos.
Do I take another crossbow shot, or do I hold an action? I'll take the crossbow shot.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 9, because it's a regular attack. 16.
16 hits.
6. Oh, I forget savage attacker every bloody time.
yeah,
Let's do it this time. 11 points of crossbow damage.
That's so funny to have a savage attack on the crossbow. 11 is enough. Crossbow bolt goes out. Second Peloton goes down on top of the body of the first one. Only had 9 points of life left.
Oh, romantic.
As these two things fall to the ground, Zilna, you see these two creatures, big old beasts, and realize how close you came to potentially having your heart ripped out. As they go down, the call goes out that everything that they've cleared, the two are dead. They do try to speed up. These things are only in mating pairs, and those of you that know them would know so you're not expecting any others, but they would want to try and get away and move as quick as possible. But the aftermath, Merrin, as you look around, as people start to come out from their hidey holes, there are the 3 dead bodies of the 4 of these guys that just joined the boat.
I'm going to turn to Ent and I'm going to say, well, looks like the hired help.
As he comes up and he looks around, he looks to you and says, I think you might need a raise, son. And then Arlon pushes past you both and just yaks into the canal at the side, having these bodies that are sprawled out, chest cavities open, and their heart has been removed. As these three bodies, bloodied in their fancied clothes. The one that is left has dropped the sword that they had, and is just stood wide-eyed in a state of complete shock. This was... Oh my God, why do I keep the same 2 things open on my page? This was Osliki, or whatever I called it.
Dead.
The rest of them are dead, but Osliki is alive.
Can I wander over to where the corpses are?
Yep.
While he's doing that,
There you go.
I want to say to Ent, is there a priest on any of these boats so we can lay them to rest?
He looks at you and says, not in these parts, not for any of the old gods anyway. Maybe we should find a good spot nearby and get rid of them. Maybe just off the side of the boat.
That's actually what I was going to do. I was going to come over, pat them down for valuables, and toss them over the side.
I mean, that's not quite what I was suggesting, but
Can Willow have gone in the room by this point? Because I don't want that to become problematic. She's gone back in to check on Wilhelmina before she sees Cos patting them down and kicking them over the boat.
And that's where you were sending Zilna as well. So as you turn, Zilna is very bloodied.
If I go in the room with Zilna and Wilhelmina and Gimbar, if you want to come, Zilna, I'm not going to force you. Obviously, I'm going to push you through the door. And just say that they're gone. We're speeding up to try and get past. And then I'll do a little medicine check on Zilna because I've seen him get beat up, but just to see how bad he is.
I'm about a 7 on the lukewarm scale.
If I had rolled high on those D4s.
Maybe if you could stay in here for a little while, maybe just to catch your breath. And she's kind of like wide-eyeing at him.
Yeah, as you come in, this bloodied with the two older biddies that were inside. They are looking and seeing, and you can feel they're starting to panic with what is going on. Like, this gnome just walked in absolutely covered in blood, whilst they were just sat inside being told to guard off.
I'd like to think that I was reassuring when I say that they've gone, we're speeding up to get past it, but we've eliminated the threat so that the little old biddies aren't quite as scared.
Yeah, someone looks pretty fucked up. Nice. So you go and pat down the bodies. You give me an investigation check.
Investigation.
They have something sharp in their pockets and cuts down nothing.
Trapped. They're booby trapped. They've got grenades.
21.
21. As you go through, you can see as you're looking for items of value, the swords were almost blunt, very shiny, but almost blunt. The leather armors were not proper leather armors. They were thin as anything. These are like prop armors. And as you go through, nothing about the ones that are dead are real in any way. These things look like almost like stage props, if anything, and were never not worth anything and not going to do any damage. You do find across all of them the equivalent of like 4 gold, but in small change. But you can have 4 gold where they just had small amounts of money. But these are not fighters.
I'll give the 4 gold to the one that's still surviving, and say to them, "You should never have come here. This is not your place."
Yeah, sorry, this was the half-elf female. As she looks at you and just nods and looks down at the bodies. You've gone through the bodies and then tipped them into the canal one by one. She just stares back, and you can see under her breath, because whether you're there or whether you walk away, but Merrin, you would hear, she just says, it wasn't, there wasn't supposed to be any danger. There's never any danger. And she's looking at her friends' corpses that are just now being dropped in the river and floating along.
I'll go into the little room and check on Zilna.
Yep.
I'm just laying in the corner, just trying to recover.
Heavy panting.
I've put a little flannel on his little head.
Yeah? Where'd you get that from?
From the side. This is actually a bath. It's got a little bathroom in it. A little ensuite.
Cool. It doesn't. Remember, we're pooping outside. Once that's clear, you see Bida, the old lady, as you sit down recovering, pulls out like a small, like a currant bun, Zilna, and hands it over to you. And she says, "This has got sugars in it. This will be good for you." And passes you this like little sweet currant tart bun thing.
Thank you. I will take the bun and I will eat the bun to try and get my blood sugar level back up.
See, she'll give you a sweet treat because you look like you're nearly fucking dead.
Those things kick like a horse.
They, as you get back and check on Zilna as he's there, you can see that 2 of the crew have jumped off and are dragging at a time these peritons back onto the ship. They are big birds. They are meat. And they have these big old glorious antlers and big sharp talons. They are not. They're not letting looking a gift horse in the mouth, as it were, as they pull them on to the boat as more meat that could be used. But yeah, they do indeed kick like holes.
I'm not outside, but at some point I want to claim some of the antlers for my trophy room.
Yep, sure. Yeah, so the tugboat crew are skilled enough in butchering on the road, so they will butcher the animal for the meat, but the talons and the claws, if you come and claim them, they're not going to stand in the way of that. So you can take the skulls with the antlers on of the peritons, and the claws would also be worthwhile as well. They are pretty sharp if you wanted other trophies. But yeah,
sure, take them as well. Why not?
They don't need the trophies. They just want the meat. Really, they don't want to see the meat go to waste. And with you having killed both of them, are quite happy for you to take them, being that you did a lot of the damage. You can see, Hank, the crewman from the back, the one that is more of the survivalist, comes over to you, Koss, as well, and will give you as best as another hunter can. A compliment on your skill with a crossbow, and says that you're very lucky that they've got you on board for this trip.
Luck has nothing to do with it, brother.
He nods and says, "Well, lucky for me then." You have impressed Hank, the survivalist, on your skills. You get your periton horns, so you can write those down to put in the trophy room. Zilna is recovering. The ship gets up to speed again. The bodies of Slicky's comrades are dropped in, and once she starts to calm down as the journey carries on, Merrin, she explains to you that they are essentially out of work actors. that had been traveling up and down on crews, trying to make money, pretending to be guard force, and they've never once had to fight in the times they've been doing it. And that was their plan. They go in, they gamble that there's not going to be trouble. They get a merchant to hire them. They get paid. They drink some more. They jump back on. They've been doing that for a couple of weeks and never had a problem until today. So right now, Osilki is with you on your crew, but is not a trained fighter. Wicked. Everything goes back to normal. Barbarians come out. Pearl don't really ask what's going on. They're just happy to be out of that cramped room once the all clear is given. Go back to stretching out on the cargo and sit down. And the Talons again did nothing to assist in that. They also would have taken cover when it came over, because that was the call that went out, and they were staying with their goods. So as things start to normalize down, are you doing any healing, or are you remaining at that HP?
Do I have a chance to have a short rest?
You have a chance to have a short rest, yeah.
I'll do that then.
Cool.
Just roll my hit die.
Yep.
May I ask a question? Obviously I'm not going to use it now, but with my lay on hands, because it just says that I have a healing power, would that be classed as magic if I were to cast? Because it's not casting it, I'm just putting my hands on and then magic's coming through my fingers.
Yeah.
So would it cast as casting?
Magic.
It's divine.
Yeah.
Not a spell, but it is magic.
Divine magic.
Okay.
Yeah. You're healing someone.
I don't know
will...
if I was a doctor or something and then I'm healing somebody. But okay, fine.
I will wait for the evening for a short rest. I think I've got enough HP to get by.
Okay. Nice. So yeah, everyone comes back. The Osilki is struggling a little, but as the day continues, the caravan gets back to normal operations. People move about as they would normally do. It's not long before it's kind of forgotten about the kind of events of the day before, and the ship carries on down on its travels towards its next overnight stop. Let me double check that I've got the right date in there. Did anyone want to do anything in the afternoon as things get back to normal, as people have been moving around? You know, those that hid and those that stayed out. You have seen that the human that was being tracked by the gnome is up with the Talons in the front set of carts. Merrin, you know that you found information about Dragonborn talking to crews in the evening, and then the gnome is in towards the front of the cart, but is obviously still has been paying attention to you all. So yeah, after the fun of the Peryton attack and things start to normalize down again, you are still traveling for most of the day out with the caravan. So is there anything other people would like to do?
I have a couple of things I want to do.
Yep.
I want to go see if Osilki's okay.
Yep.
Because I assume that those were their friends.
Yes.
Those were her friends. So I want to go see if she's okay.
She is not okay. Is still very much in shock and has come clean on the fact that she's not a fighter. They were not fighters. That they were just actors trying to risk it.
I will say to her, "I'm sorry for your loss. I will let you grieve in peace." And then I don't want to do anything until we set up camp for the night, and at that point I want to relay. I've already passed on the message about. I know I'm getting ahead of myself. I'll wait till we're kind of put up for the night.
Okay.
Dot for the night.
Sweet.
I would repeat my 3-lap patrol thing.
Yep.
And I won't be looking for anything specifically, but if I do notice something.
Okay, give me a perception check. Yeah.
22.
22. You spot this time on your route round venturing a little further north than to the front of their boat than before, that back talon crew, that the Dragonborn is on the front of that guard and seems to be interested in spotting the outcome of what happened before. They heard the Beretons, they see what's going on, and they are overtly looking and making count of who they can see still walking about and on the ship.
Can I speak to him?
Yeah. As you pass by, they don't go to engage in conversation with you, but you walk as you walk around the back of the tugboat. He's on the next one, and there's another human to the side of him looking out, and you can see that he tries to look around you to get the thing. But he's within spin distance of you.
I just casually sort of say to him, "Did you see those things, those beasts? I've never come across them before."
He shakes his head and says, "No, I've not seen these beasts before, but the crew dealt with them, yes?"
Yes. Some of the guards from one of these barges, not my barge that I'm guarding, but dispatched them quite well.
Were there any casualties?
Just some of the new folk that joined us when we at the tavern we stopped at, I believe.
Oh, okay. No,
that's all I've seen anyway.
Oh, no other guards. No one else was lost.
As far as I'm aware, the attack seemed to be centered around that barge, and the only bodies that I noticed was those that have joined us, just 3 of them.
Okay. Well, they are stupid for standing out and trying to fight those beasts. Well, these people make their mistakes. Okay, well, please.
Well, I bid them good day, and I carry on my patrol.
He nods. Yeah, they can see that they're trying to keep count.
Again, I'll relay that to definitely Willow, because obviously I'll be spending most time with her, but any of the others that I may pass by.
Is Zilna taking a short rest in our little cabin bit that we were in?
I'm assuming so.
100%, yes.
Yeah, you stay tucked away in there. So you'd know that as well when you come back. Does Wilhelmina want to stay in here?
The Wilhelmina will probably want to get back outside because it's a bit stuffy inside there, and there's old people. They've got old people stink. Plus, there's like a half-dying gnome in the corner. It's not.
Once I've done my 3-lap thing, I'll go back to where Wilhelmina is if Willow wants to stay inside Zona.
Maybe I'll like take the little old lady and her husband up to where the other tugboat people are.
Oh, you want to relocate?
I'm sort of like, I'll just be like, let's get you some fresh air. It's been cooped up in there, and I'll take you up to where Ian's based.
But you are.
This is Ian.
Yeah.
Oh, piss! I'll take you somewhere else.
Give me a persuasion check.
It's nice and safe out there now. 18.
18. Okay.
I'll wait till Gimbar gets back before this event.
Bida, the old lady, she's like, oh, okay, lovely. She gets up. The older man kind of gives you a look. He agrees because they're not going to fight back, but he's like, what? He is essentially insight checking you on what your motives are for moving them out of where they're quite comfortable. He doesn't necessarily trust you.
Why not? I'm incredibly pleasant.
Okay, they're having a lovely little time. You're trying to shift them out of their little tugboat to move into another tugboat.
Yeah, because there's a gnome very poorly in the corner, and they're stinky.
They know she's a busybody.
Yeah, she's a busybody. So you move them up and move them up to the tugboat in front there, where the Furborg is, and this is the one that's run by Roger.
So the Furborg's in there.
The Furborg is in this. He's on this tugboat. He's not in that room, but he is attached to that one.
Okay.
So you drop the old biddies off, remove them out of Ian's chamber, and put them up right next to the talons. And the older man is a little bit suspicious about what you do.
I'll let them know. I'll pop by and see them in a bit.
Okay.
And then I'll say to them, I'm going to go and check on the guy who had the run-in with those beasts. And then go back to the
yeah, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
Zilla. Cool. Yep. So yeah, you have relocated them. Nice. They've relocated. They've moved up. Yep. Firbolg, as you see the Firbolg keeping himself to himself up on that cabin. The gnome keeps appearing in different places. Is almost a bit like you, Gimbar, is constantly moving about and just appears here or there. I think when Willow takes the old couple up to the top and you get back with actually give me a what's your passive perception, Gimbar?
13.
As you and Wilhelmina are discussing, like, she's like, come on, we'll get outside once Willow comes back, and you're having that conversation. You don't see appearing at the little porthole above where you're having this conversation the eyes of the gnome, but Zilda you see as again this gnome peeks up, checks down, sees that you're still breathing, disappears outside.
So I don't see it. She was checking on Zilna.
No, you miss. Yeah, you miss.
I know I missed it, but that's what she was doing.
Yeah, Zilna sees that as this head appears in the window, you look up, you clock eyes, and then on the clocking eyes and seeing that you're still moving, she drops straight back down. No words. And then, not long after, Willow comes back after sending the old people to the home.
Could I have said hello to the Firbolg?
Yeah, if you want, yeah.
He's probably not an important character either, but just so that he knows that I exist.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you introduce yourself? Or do you just give
No, it
greeting?
was more going to be like a little bit what Gimbar did with the talons. With are you okay? Were you affected? Did you get hurt by the those creatures in the sky? Just bringing this lady and gentleman in here.
Mm-hmm.
They managed to avoid it. That sort of thing.
Okay. No, you get very not rudely short answers, but just short answers. Where you just get like, no. I stayed hidden. I'm okay. And then when he sees the old people in there, just gives them a little wave. It goes back to staring out into the countryside as it passes by.
Oh. Okay, well, stay safe. Does he look like maybe he's shy, or from if I've met these sort of beings before, do they tend to be quite reserved? Because you said before about they're not well travelled. Do they tend to be reserved, or is it just a personality trait of his? Or could I roll to see? Does he look troubled, or does this just look like it's a thing?
Give me an insight check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, only 12.
Hard to
It's
read.
nearly a
You're not sure.
19.
Maybe on those. Definitely, you didn't get that they were being rude.
Okay.
But whether it's shy, whether it's because they're fur, that's just the way furbolgs are. They were polite and engaged in a conversation, but to the point where you weren't going to get any questions back. They were going to answer your questions politely. Conversation's over.
Okie dokie, thank you. And then I'll go back and check on Zilna.
Yeah, and at that point, that's when the gnome would have popped in and popped out. Oh, jobbles. So you have picked up your guard. Yes. One moment, please. I must read. 2 days. Okay. You carry on throughout the dinner. People are moving about. You see, like I said, the gnome moving about. Philomena will ask to get outside because, Isildur is dying slowly and needs an hour at least to recover. So once you've done your bits, so you want to get back out into the fresh air. Merrin, you're back to just having that crew there, and Ent, once it all kind of settles down, Ireland's calmed down, and people are back round, comes back up to you and says, Merc, you've done very, very well, and I lapse of judgment on my part. I'm glad you're here. There'll be a special bonus for you when we arrive in the Islet Kingdom. I don't think we need any more help with yourself and some of the other of these guards. I think we just hope that's the worst of anything to come.
I'd say to him, I hope you're right, but we should probably prepare for the worst, just in case.
He's like, there's a couple of days until the next stop, so let's keep our wits about us till then. That's the extent of events. Oops, I fucked up. Nice. As the evening starts to draw in, before you stop for camp, the weather turns quickly. It starts to get dark a little earlier than it had the days before, which is odd. And then you start to see, like within 15 minutes, it goes from just being a cloudy, but the clouds are fairly white and fluffy, even if it's slightly windy and overcast, to the clouds turning to almost like not jet black, but deep dark grey, as you can feel a storm rolling in. Again, the bells and the horns on the tug go out as they can see a band of rain that is making its way towards you guys. And again, give the call out to everyone, get in cover, get tarpaulins up. Rain inbound. People will start pulling over, and the tarpaulins that are saved to the side are being pulled over to some of the cargo. So some of the boxes that they don't want to get wet, tarpaulins being pulled over, the boxes that do have them, and the cargoes that do have them. Some of the more experienced merchants have tarpaulin with them for this exact case. The Talons don't have enough to cover all their stuff, so some of their boxes will get wet in what's coming. But all of you give the call out, and it's as it comes in, you're like, oh, it's only just started turning, and within like 5 minutes, it's torrential rain, thunderstorms rolling, lightning going off. As the weather has turned quicker than you've ever seen the wind, rain, and river. Wind and rain come on. It very, very odd. But you will either take cover inside or grab tarpaulins, as the ground is being absolutely hammered with rain, thunder, and lightning. As that rumbles through, and will probably be about 20 minutes, half an hour of a storm. Can those of you...
How rocky are the boats while this storm's taking place? Obviously, we're on like a river/canal.
Yeah, you're on a canal, so there's no real... There's like a lazy river flow to it. So it's just... It rains a lot quickly. It doesn't look like the rain's going to last long enough to like blow the banks of the thing, but it doesn't affect the boat, other than everything will get wet if tarpaulin isn't there. But what most of the merchants do is tarpaulin over the top to the edge. They create like a roof, so most of the water will run straight off the sides rather than collected on the boat in any way. You will see as it starts to scramble that the Talons struggle, and the crew make no effort to help the Talons tarpaulin their goods, but they will help with some of your guys who have been more friendly. So yeah, as this rain comes over for the caravan itself, most of your goods will be fine. Wilhelmina will just be like, let's go back in that cabin. Let's see out this storm as it comes over. Ent will be well prepared for covering these goods. But yeah, you can see, especially the group behind, they get a bit of tarpaulin up and over, but loads of their goods start shifting about underneath it. They don't tack it down properly. You can see some of their crates are going to get wet, which will compromise some of their goods. As this rain comes over, you'll hear, especially those of you that are closer in that thing, you'll hear Ian and Ricky as they go through their little porthole down to you guys below just to hold on, and they say this is like strange storm to come over this quickly, but hold on, looks like it's passing quickly, it'll be done anytime soon. Those that are interested in doing so can give me perception checks for essentially investigating the storm, looking at what is coming over, what has maybe caused it, or just an interest in the size of this coverage.
Investigation or perception?
But it will be perception. You won't be close to investigate.
11.
21.
It could be nature
17.
or something else that would work as well.
Oh, nature, 23.
Nice. Wait, I didn't write down any of those because I was answering questions.
I got a 16 for nature.
Okay. So 23 and 16 for nature. Perception was
21 perception.
21. Anyone else?
I'd still be downstairs in that cabin bit, I think. So.
Cool. So as you guys look out, Merrin and Gimbar, this is Merrin, you would have less from being underground in the storms, but picking up just like the.
I feel like I've got a keen knowledge of damp.
Yeah, I love damp. Knowing when storms come in, when to cover down. That this is it's like a flash flood of a storm. Just looking at the size of it, it's passing through. You would have seen stuff like this as well, being up in the mountains. These storms that come in and pass out, and this is a strong storm, but has this really strange. The speed of it has a really strange like epicenter. Like it is a perfect circle of storm. As you look out and the way it's coming around, like it's the way it travels and is moving. It's like a big circle, but like mile across, maybe a bit more, circle of storm that is moving. It's just a very unnatural weather occurrence is what you would pick up with your natures.
Like just two perfectly circular.
Yeah. And like, where's it come from? Like, it's not rolled up against the mountain. These are plains and flats, and it rolled in so quick and rolled out. And yeah, it's a bit windy today. Not that windy to carry a perfect circle storm, just as like shooting across the country. So you guys would pick up that this is an unnatural weather occurrence.
I'd say to ask below.
Yep.
Is this normal down here?
No. Yeah, and if you guys in that thing with
like,
Ian,
it just seems too circular to me. It's not like a. That's like point to, but then it's like you see, it's just like very round. It's not like a storm I've ever seen before up in the mountains.
Yeah. So it from his Ian will get you up into the vantage point to have a look, so you can see from the top what they're seeing. And he's like, we see flash floods. This one is a bit stronger than normal, but he doesn't seem too perturbed by it. But I would say, yeah, you and Merrin both pick up. That's odd. Willow, as you are staring out into the storm, again, noticing that it is a strange occurrence is strong, and the sound of thunder and lightning is incredibly strong. You spot, however, in the center of one of the clouds that are passes almost straight over your head, something solid in the middle of something solid and something large in the middle. What did you get? 21 in the middle of this cloud. On one, like you can see it through, but it seems to be like a big object. It's like the size when you go through. It's not creature size. It's like a huge hill size. It's like a mound. It's a block of solid material that seems to be hidden within the cloud and moving along. And with one flash of lightning, you see the outline, and the only thing that it looks like is a flash is a castle on a rock. You see the outline of a tall building. You see like these large corner parapets, like classic parapets, large round circle. That outline flashed, backlit by lightning, scooting through the sky, and a rock base. You see it once, and then it's gone. And as it travels away, you try and catch sight of it. This thing is moving at speed. and then the storm starts to pass, and that 15 minutes gone, the storm clouds clear, it goes back to overcast sky, the rain stops, tarpaulins get put away, and things pass on.
Would I have ever heard of anything, having seen it, would I have ever heard of anything like that before?
Give me a history check.
17.
17. A flying castle? No. It's, you question yourself over. Had you not been so sure with a 21, you are sure you saw a flying castle, but that sounds mental.
Yeah. I'll not say anything because Wilhelmina's here.
Yep.
Because then she might question my
Sanity.
suitability for the job. But I'll wait for a quiet moment, given that Zilna and Gimba are both around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so once the storm clears, and again, it's like it's probably half an hour in, like from total all the way through and out, this unnatural storm cloud passes over your direction. I would say with your check, Merrin as well, you can see that it is as you are traveling southbound. It's traveling from southeast in a northwesterly direction. So it comes from the south and passes your direction back the direction you were going, but off in an angle. So it's going off in an angle as you're coming down straight. But yeah, came from the southeast and is traveling towards the northwest.
The maps
Yeah.
that we saw with all the dots or the crosses and stuff. Do I know if there's any towns in the area or settlements?
No, as you're coming down this like kind of canal road on the east, it's come from the direction of like Easterball on the south. It's coming from Alba direction, and it's shooting up across the lake, so it's going out towards kind of almost towards your home area, but it's going towards a northwest. Where you don't know because of where you're so far out on the east. It's just crossing across this plains land. But yeah, it's come across your path as you're traveling south, so it's coming from Alba up towards the border forest. But as we're looking at the map here, the left-hand side.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
When Willow speaks to anyone in the party, she will ask kind of casually, ever heard of castles in the sky? Floating castles in the sky.
Who are you asking? Everyone. Or people in the room.
Just, I guess I'll start with Gimba and Zilna because they're the closest. I don't know where the others are.
Castles in the
do a
sky.
history check or something.
Yeah, my history checks.
I'll explain it as best I can with my 21 from my sword.
I got an 8,
Oh, tell me
so
why.
no.
I also got an 8.
There. Okay.
Well,
Just
that's
thought I
insane.
saw something, but
Yeah.
I could have been mistaken.
You don't remember Willow getting a knock on the head, but she's definitely asking you about flying castles.
If Willow asked me at some point, I got 25.
I need to see you. I need to know where you are.
I know, that's what I'm saying, if you ask me at some point.
Okay. I will.
But yeah, that passes on, and the rest of the day will be passing. So it's only if anyone has anything else they would like to do, keep check on, have conversations about before you get to a nighttime camp where you would all be together.
I haven't really. Have I spoken to Merrin much? Would it be weird if I go up to him like, "Hello, have you heard of castles in the sky?" Or we just wait till camping? We can wait till camp.
So it's up to you. I mean, you've been walking old biddies up and down the edge of the boat and talking to anybody else. It might be weird. It's probably more with the people you haven't spoken to than the people you have spoken to.
Okay. I'll go and see if Merrin's about. Also, just to check that his makeup hasn't run off in the storm.
Mm-hmm.
Which it 100% has, because
Yeah,
I
it's 'cause you
reapplied
like
it,
it. Yeah.
and it was badly done, and then it rained.
Yeah. As you pass Merrin's just got a streaky white face.
Fab. Is there a little cabin on your boat that we can go into? I can help you touch that up. No.
is there?
No.
No, you put the
Maybe
LP
at
in
night
it.
time. Yeah. Whoops.
What happened in the
In the
inn?
Oh, I relay, because he wasn't there, I relay what happened. The fact that those dramatics came in, your fella was really interested in them. They've obviously now perished. There seems to be a gnome watching that human's now with the talons. We don't know much more than that. And hey, have you ever heard of castles in the sky? You've obviously in the Underdark
25 history check.
might have known more than us of these strange things.
You don't know anything about history.
Cool.
The only you don't know anything about, like when she says castles in the sky, you don't know any like factual things about castles
Fairy
in the
tales.
sky. But yeah, you know stories, like think Jack and the Beanstalk style stories of thunder and storm giants that used to travel via flying cities, flying citadels.
And
There
I
is,
relay that.
you know, of like a fairy tale that is very Jack and the Beanstalk-esque, which is about a flying giant castle. A flying giant castle because it's a castle for giants.
Just as a separate question, obviously she mentioned about the human that was talking to the talons.
Mm-hmm.
When I saw a person talking to the talons, was that also a human?
No, the
Do I
person
know?
you
Or
saw talking was a
was unsure?
dragonborn.
Okay.
The person that
So
was
I
passing
relay
messages was a
that.
dragonborn. Yeah.
And I also say that I saw someone small and nimble trying to open the crates of the
Talons.
of the talons.
Mm-hmm.
Small and nimble as in the size of Zilna, or
I couldn't say, but it's close enough.
interesting.
And
We should let the others know.
I also, because I, just in case Silna hasn't passed the message on, say I also overheard that the goods from this boat are to go to the talons. New weapons and armor.
It makes sense. Makes sense why they're on the front and the back of the boat too. Interesting. We should
Do with that information what you will. Though I fear we may need to sink this boat. And I look around to make sure no one's listening in.
Yeah.
I'll let Gimbar know. I'll update Zilna, see if he can let Cos know, and then we just got to get word to Merrin so we're all on the same page.
I am Merrin.
I mean Peril. Apologies.
But call me Merc. Talk
Merc.
to me on this boat.
Should I ask why, or are we just nicknaming now?
No, you're not supposed to reveal your true name.
Oh, right, yeah, of course. When Peril told the Talons his family name. Gotcha. Cool.
Yeah. Don't tell me you've been going by Willow.
I trust my merchant.
I just raised my eyebrows.
Mm-hmm.
I furrow mine that you're even going to start this with me.
Insight check.
We'll regroup. You can insight check me. I'm thinking you're an arse.
Wow.
It's 13.
I don't need to persuade or
I'll let you know.
deceive. We'll regroup with the group.
Yep.
I'll let them know your consent.
Cool.
Cute.
So yeah, a day will travel on into the evening if no one wants to do anything else, and you will stop up. Not as nice as the night before. Camp along the riverside. The ground is a little moister this evening, but again, normal camp procedures. Everyone makes camp. Talons keep themselves to the north, and at the south they do not leave that boat. and then you have also within this camp now those that are that have stopped, that have stayed on board. So from the inn, you had the they all stayed in the inn bits, but now, yeah. So within your camp and within your purview, you have the gnome, the Furborg, the 2 older people, but the human is not to be seen. They are hanging around with the Talons.
Snake.
What a snake! Cool. So is there anything you guys want to share whilst it's fresh in your mind, or we'll come back to this because it's about 10:30 and we're going to stop.
Zilna, did you tell us that the little gnome was looking at you?
I haven't yet, no.
Okay.
I can come back to it next week.
Yeah, I still want you to forget.
He might not want to tell us. It might be his new girlfriend or something.
Or worse, an ex-girlfriend.
Ooh.
Can be a short rest.
Yeah, you can short this evening. So yeah, we'll come back to the evening if there's anything you want to do. But yeah, like I say, you have those people about in your campment as well now, apart from the human that has been spending time with the Talons, you've yourself. But everyone else is there. And yeah, we'll come back to anything you want to share for this evening before we get into the next day. I think it'll be day 6 of travel, right? As the most of the shipment has done pretty well, but the Talons have got some soggy boxes, not biscuits. As we continue close towards the midway point of the journey. Lovely. Right, back to normal time next week. GG's, guys. Ta-ta, baby. Ta-ta.